right. Let me get this going. Okay. All right, someone's in. Is the audio working? Excuse the shaking. I'm setting up my tripod. We're on the phone again because my laptop has let me down again. I don't know why my laptop will not let me stream. It's really unusual because the audio works for like Discord and stuff, but it doesn't seem to work for YouTube Lives. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna grab a charging cord for the phone. Because I don't want it to die on me. All right, awesome. Thank you. Hi, hold on. Steven, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry the audio didn't work the first couple of times. My laptop is weird. All right, there we go. And we are charged. Cool. Awesome, Bobby, thank you. Yes, we're here. All right, John, Badgers, Carolus, SG, there you go. James, welcome. How is everybody's 2022? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's technical difficulties. It's annoying. I was a little bit frustrated, but we're moving. CDs, how you doing? Hold on, did I put chat on slow mode? I feel like we're moving a little quick. Can I edit that really quick? No. Happy New Year, Sarah. Nice to see you. Happy 2023. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big year. Last year was crazy. A lot of crazy stuff on the channel and in my personal life. But we're moving. Yeah, that's fine, Bobby. I don't care. I don't care. All the illness, yeah. I mean, I'm feeling a little sick right now. I don't know if I caught something last night or if my body's been fighting stuff for a while. We'll see if I can hold off. I figure I can do a live stream with a little bit. Is farting allowed? Sure. I'm not gonna stop you from your biological functions. How you doing, Derek? Glad the audio is finally working, so we can actually hang out. What the heck is that? Oh, domested. Christmas was good, John. Thank you. New Year was also very good. Went out to a little black tie event thing with some old friends of mine from college, and it was cool. I don't think it was worth the entry price that we paid, but it was something different, something fun to just kind of change it up for a little bit. We actually had more fun hanging out at my buddy's place beforehand and after. We left early, like right after the New Year's, the year crossover. We just kind of left and hung out at my buddy's place and just kind of played music and chilled. But it was good. I got home at like 4 this morning because I was a designated driver, so I was like driving everybody home to make sure everyone's like safe and alive. And yeah, James, yeah, my body's always fighting something. But yeah, Derek, I'm doing pretty well. Had an interesting last 30 days of my life. The last 30 days have been like all over the place, but it's good. It's good. I think I like the place I'm in right now, and I like the direction the channel and my career is going. So everything else I can live with. Well, you have bad humor. Let's see. What was your bad joke? Feels like the future. It is the future. Or time kept. What is that song? Time keeps on ticking into the future. Who's that by? Flock of Seagulls or something? Yeah, Steven, it's been insane. It has been insane. The way the channel's been growing this year, or this past year. Got big plans this year, so I've got a trip. I'm actually finishing the passport process right now. I've got a trip for Ecuador in May. And that's gonna get a lot of really cool videos. And then I got a couple of really big documentary projects I am finishing up, hopefully soon. The praying mantis one is not gonna be done till the fall. That's a big one that I've been wanting. I started it last spring, and it still is not done. But But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Let's see. Yeah, these. Hi, Micah. How you doing? Happy New Year. It's been. What invertebrates am I looking forward to finding this coming year from? I'm gonna mess this up. Siadu. I'm gonna SW. I'm gonna use your initials. SW. What invertebrate am I looking forward to finding this coming year? Oh, that's a hard one. I got a couple of really obscure targets that I'm hoping to get, like pseudoscorpions, forceps tails, which are not the dragonfly. There's a weird. It's not even an insect. It's actually a diploran, which is another hexapod. You probably haven't heard of them. They're really strange. I have a good shot at wandering spiders in the Ecuadorian Amazon this spring. I'm not gonna be bitten by those. Don't worry, but those should be on the menu for this year. And then a lot of desert invertebrates in South Texas. It'd be cool. Let's see. I got it. Any more widow hunting from Bill Bolton? Oh, of course. Of course. I love widows. I'm always looking for widows whenever I get a chance. Home Slice, the caliber of your content blew me away when I first saw your stuff. Hey, I really appreciate that. It's been a lot of practice, a lot of work. And yeah, I think I might have accidentally turned off slow mode. So that's why I'm having difficulty getting through the comments. So Shadu. Old English, gotcha. CD, if I go finding wandering spiders, find the red-thighed. I don't know what's all there. I know Phenutria fera, which is the Brazilian wandering spider, is apparently there. Also Phenutria depilata. I don't think depilata has a common name besides the wandering spider. So, I don't know how specific the targets will be able to get will be. Contacts are iffy down there in South America, so it's hard to actually guarantee anything specifically, but we know that they're there. So Stephen, Widow and Recluse, they are actually completely different clades within spiders. So recluses are flatter, more like cellar-dwelling spider. They're actually related to cellar spiders and spitting spiders and sand spiders. The widows are actually in a family called the button spiders. They evolve completely separately. They both kind of have similar habitats. Recluses tend to be more free living. They don't like to build. They don't build webs except for like a cover web for like when they're resting. Widow spiders are gonna live in their web most of their life. All right, I got more comments. Gotta read. Creepy critters. What about my 8-inch mantis? So generally, I don't like to overly do like I get a lot of requests to watch videos of viewers. I can't do every single one, so I try not to give like special treatment on stuff like that. I have limited time, so I have not had a chance to see it. No, I have not had a chance to see it. Let's see. John, wandering spiders are awesome. Yes, they are. They are very moody. I would say they're very moody, not just a little bit moody. Happy New Year, very musician. Good to see you. Cool Kid 09. Are you gonna work with more snakes or spiders this year? Definitely spiders. I think the channel is heading in a lot more of an invertebrate direction. And I can explain why. So I have a few more snake videos that are already filmed and going to go out. And if I find some cool stuff, I'll film it and I'll release it. But by and large, there are other creators out there who are doing a really good job of promoting snakes and other big vertebrate animals. But I think that, the position my channel is taking now is, we don't need to be reminded that a rattlesnake is cool. They're cool. We don't need to be reminded that a rhinoceros or an elephant is cool. But I think a lot of times we forget that these invertebrates that kind of live in the background are also cool. So I want to focus more on the really obscure, less appreciated, more misunderstood invertebrates. So that the focus this year is going to be a lot more on the secrets of insects, spiders, centipedes, millipedes. I think I'm overdue for a hammerhead worm video. I haven't done one of those in a while. But yeah, that's about, again, if I see cool venomous snakes, I'm gonna film them. And I think like some of the more obscure colubrids, the non-venomous snakes, I think there's a place for them on this channel, but I haven't had a chance to really market them properly. So they'll make appearances. They're just not going to be like a main focus. Yep. SG is glad. I'm glad too. Yoda Soda, how you doing? James, have you tried the southern house spider bite yet? I have not. I don't think it's gonna be very bad. Yeah, I'll ask Harrison about it. I'll see. I'll take a look. Um, I'll take a look, creepy critters. John, that's what you love about me and Jack. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm like, I think I might actually be getting sick, but yeah, Jack is great. Glad to get to work with him. You have 67 spiny assassin bugs now. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna try and get some assassin bugs raised this year. My wheel bug died, but I want to get some of those raised. I have a lot more containers and stuff now, and I even have like a new shelf I got for Christmas, so I'll be able to hopefully have more pet invertebrates. Yeah, assassin bugs are underappreciated. I think they don't get enough love. Intrepid Freddy Cat, how you doing? Happy New Year. Welcome to the January 1st New Year's live stream. I was out and about last night, so no live stream for the New Year's Eve. Badgers had a total of 7 or 8 praying mantids ever. Yeah, I want to try and keep a few different species this year. We'll see if that ends up happening, but home slice tailless whip scorpions can be found in the tropics. Yes, actually, so I was going to go to Miami this week. I ended up canceling because finances, just like the finances didn't quite work out for Miami quite this early. It's expensive down there, and it's not the most safe city. So I was a little bit hesitant without like really good context and really good guides for the area. But I was gonna go for tailless whip scorpions in Miami, but that fell through. I should be able to get those in South Texas though, so that'll be good. Yes, Derek took the words out of my mouth. I wish you could go to South Texas. Yeah, that's the goal. I want to get some Neobaredia predatory katydids. I want to get some sun scorpions, the sulfugids, the camel spiders, whatever you want to call them. Whip scorpions, vinegaroons. I think I'm overdue for another tarantula video. Those things are amazing. People have been asking for a tarantula bite. I don't know if I want to do that. It's probably going to suck, but it'll be cool. Yeah, home slice. We have them in Florida. We have them in the Southwest. A couple different areas in the southern part of the U.S. Intrepid Freddy. Oh, you're in South Texas. Maybe come say hello. I'll let you know where we're at, and maybe you can pop by and say hello while we're down there. Adam Pauly asks, can you make a video on how to find wolf spiders and fishing spiders in the winter? That's easier said than done. It's going to really depend on weather. I think that the ways you would find those spiders in the summer and spring are the same ways you'd find them in the winter, but it's just a matter of, is the weather conducive to finding them? Like right now it's warmed up again in North Carolina. We're having like 60s and 70s, but it's hard to like consistently find good wolf spiders in the wintertime. I'm going to scroll back for a second. Yoda Soda, what kind of other pets do you keep aside from bugs? Just bugs. Just invertebrates. I have spiders. I don't plan on keeping reptiles. They're too much work for me. I'm away from home too often. Spiders and stuff, they can eat once a month and be fine. Especially the kinds of spiders I have, they'll eat once a month and they'll be absolutely fine. Twice a month if they're really hungry. But yeah, I don't want to keep snakes. They're just a lot of work, a lot of upkeep. I don't want to keep any amphibians because they're a lot of upkeep too, a lot of humidity and like apparatus stuff I gotta build. So mostly just invertebrates. Yeah, it's 60s right now in North Carolina, Derek. The legit real Dave Kaufman. What's more dangerous? The most powerful tornado? Oh, hurricane, 100%. Hurricane can spawn powerful tornadoes. So you know, if you get the hurricane, you get both. With the tornado, just one tornado. Definitely more dangerous to the hurricane. Good to hear that, very musician. I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to cure your arachnophobia. I was never like a major arachnophobic, but I wasn't like the most comfortable with spiders always. So, you know, working with them for years helped out a lot. Yes, yes, we have great diversity on wildlife here in America, especially down south. Like South America is crazy wild. Vols fan 90, the Wikipedia entry on huntsman spider says they live in Southwest Virginia. I don't ever see any huntsmen in North Carolina. The furthest north I've ever seen observations for them on like iNaturalist is Florida, and that's the uh, pantropical huntsman. There are a couple more species in the Southwest, like Arizona and Texas. Like I think it's the Oleos genus, um, but yeah, they're I don't think they go up to Virginia. I've never seen them anyway. Dave Kaufman. I don't know where yet. And the win is also not totally sure yet. It's be early spring, March or April, and it'll be. I know Jack, my buddy Jack, has a spot down there that he knows really well, like a patch of property that has all the stuff we want to film. So we'll be going to that property. I don't know where it is though, yet. Jacob's World, same. I don't really mind spiders as long as they keep to themselves. Yeah, they're pretty. They're really chill animals, to be honest. Yoda soda. He can't relate to it because he's in the UK. I'll go to the UK eventually. I'll see if there's cool stuff in the UK and Europe. I guarantee it. Johann von Verst. You find much in NC around this time of year, or do you get all your footage both? So there are a few things I can get this time of year that I'm gonna be filming soon. Most of my stuff I filmed beforehand. So like previous years, I've taken a lot of time off in the winter. Like I've gone like 2 videos a month, or I've taken the whole winter off. This year I should be able to be weekly. I have enough videos filmed right now. I should be weekly into March, and I'll be able to probably film earwigs, oil beetles. There's the off chance of like false widows and stuff that are just kind of year round, but like this is the time of year I'd probably look for them. I don't think I'm gonna do too many amphibians because like I've noticed salamander videos, they don't just tank, they also hurt my numbers afterwards. So like I don't know why YouTube doesn't surface my videos after I post a salamander video, but I'm gonna probably avoid those this year. Um, Weevils, SG, yes, I would like to do some on weevils. I've seen some cool weevils. All right, let me scroll up and make sure I get some. James, you have seen huntsmen here. Okay, I haven't seen any, and I haven't seen any observations, so I'll have to look. Derek, we have palmettos, deserts, deciduous conifer forests, coral reefs. There's a lot of stuff here, yeah. We don't have tropical rainforests though. Not quite that heavy. Though the longleaf pine is close to the biodiversity of a rainforest. Cool kid, I live in Australia and earwigs are yeah, this time of year they're everywhere. Like I have a single brick that I'll find like 12 of them underneath. Because I have a couple like there's a couple myths I want to bust with earwigs, and I feel like going and just doing that video will be really fun and really quick. Let's see. Shadu Wida. Oh, I love salamanders. I do. I love salamanders too, but like I can't get those videos to like and like I have a business to run. So like yes, I'd love to just make the videos that I love to make. And I do love making the spider and the bug videos, but I also love salamanders. I also love snakes. It's just hard to get them to like do anything. And I find that like after I post them, even the regular videos I'd normally post, they get hurt afterwards. So those videos suffer for the salamander videos, so I don't post salamanders too much. Yeah, for whatever reason, Johan, they're out in the cold. I think they're more cold resistant. I don't know. Their earwigs are weird. They're not even like they're like their own order of insects too. Like they look like beetles, but they're not. Let's see. Have I ever had a pet coral snake? No. No, I don't keep snakes, and I definitely don't keep venom. Don't keep venomous snakes, no. That's just above my pay grade. I don't have the time or the upkeep or the training to be able to do that. Skeeter, about those humpback crickets. Yes, I know you want humpback crickets. They're coming. They are coming. Don't worry. Not to worry. Let's see. Adam Pauly, I would love to see a bite from one of our East Coast tarantulas. Yep, you and a bunch of people have been asking for those. I'll probably test it this year. I'll test to see how bad it is. You know, yeah, Hyperion. That's not a bad idea actually. That's not a bad idea to do a second channel for frogs and salamanders, or like a second video or a second channel for like the herps. I might actually do that this year. I would need to hire an editor because I mean I have to do 2 videos a week, and that would just at my current workload that would kill me. That would just kill me. So I have to see. I did see Ant Lab's video on that. Actually, Ant Lab is also from North Carolina. He's from Durham. So I'm hoping to go bug him and get him to work with me at some point. Get to use that super slow-mo camera. There's some cool stuff I want to see. CDs, that is a good question. Carolina wolf spiders have continued to evade me. The huge wolf spider I got in Florida back in November, I thought was a Carolina. One of the experts we were with said it was a Carolina, but a person who knows even more about spiders than he did said it was probably Hogna osceola. So it's not a wolf, no, not a Carolina wolf spider. Soon. Let's see. Oh, Creepy Critter, you're in Fayetteville? I'm not far from Fayetteville. Yeah, yep, bug him. That was. Let's see. Carolus says, not gonna lie, I really want to go to USA to look at animals, bugs on my country, but it's super expensive. Yeah, it is expensive to travel internationally. Yep, Derek, you're in the Midwest. Where in the Midwest are you again? Was it Ohio? I think you told me. No. Remind me where in the Midwest you're from. I'm from Illinois originally, so. So let's see, mosquitoes. Let's see. Homemade ecosystems. Hey, we met on Reddit. I saw you on Reddit. That was cool. Yeah, I actually have a lot more gear now than I used to for filming small things. So I think I'd be able to film a pseudoscorpion. I've also heard they're pretty slow. Wisconsin. Yeah, you're right. It was somebody else who was from Ohio. I get that mixed up once in a while. But yeah, pseudoscorpions will be really cool. Yoda Soda, what would you say is the worst bite you've ever taken on the discomfort meter? Well, initial bite, the initial pain, horsefly. I had a big horsefly bite in Kisatchie National Forest down in Louisiana, and that thing hurt. That thing hurt. That thing hurt worse than the centipede bite did. However, the centipede bite had the worst after effects of any bite that I've taken. So the Scolopendra Heros, the giant desert centipede, that was the worst I've taken in terms of like lasting pain and like swelling. The horsefly was the worst initial pain. Okay. James Blake, where in North Carolina are you? I'm in Central. I don't give my exact town because I don't want to get like doxxed. But I live kind of by Raleigh. Skeeter, what became of the wheel bug venom? So that specimen didn't live very long, unfortunately. She wouldn't eat. And I've had that happen with scorpions too. Like I've tried to keep scorpions before and they just wouldn't eat. So even though I would feed them, I would put like little insects in there for them to eat, they wouldn't eat, so it just died. However, somebody actually commented on my video, on the wheelbug video, and said they have a lot of them, and they're also in Central NC, someone named Debbie. If Debbie comes on the stream, I'm going to ask her again and see if I can go to her house and pick up some wheelbugs to do venom and bite tests, because I do want to try that. I want to see how bad it is. Let's see. Hold on, I got a lot of comments here. So back to Jacob's World. What's your favorite animal you ever found? I hate that question. Well, ever found is a fine question. Red Widow. Red Widow is currently the crown jewel of the things that I have seen in the wild. Next, or not next year, I guess we're already at next year because I'm still mentally in 2022. This year I have a chance at wandering spiders. I have a chance at velvet worms. I have a chance at the Amazonian giant centipede. While not rarer than the red widow, they're very special, and it's a very, it's a hard to get to area. I can't go to the Amazon like every week. Florida, I also can't go to every week, but like, it's a lot easier to get to Central Florida than it is to get to the Amazon. So like, and I have reliable contacts in Central Florida if I want to go see red widows again. Whereas the Amazon is a whole ordeal to get to, so a lot of those targets in the Amazon are going to be really cool when I get them. Whatever I find down there, I don't know what I'll see. Let's see. Virginia has some amazing wildlife along the Appalachian trails from Kalida. Yes, or Kalida. Is that like a concatenation of Kalida? I'll just say Kalida. Yes, the salamander diversity up there is insane. Dale Tony, any advice for a lifelong arachnophobe in Western NC? Honestly, just educate yourself on them. A lot of fear comes from lack of understanding and like mystery. And the more you know about spiders, the less mysterious and weird they become. They're kind of like, oh, they're just animals like us, and they become a lot less. They become a lot less, nebulous and frightening. Careless, have you ever been bitten by a cross spider? I've been bitten by the zipper spider, which is a relative of the cross spider. If the cross spider is referring to what I think it is, which is one of the orb weavers, I have been bitten by the yellow garden spider or the zipper spider. I've also been bitten by the golden silk spider, both of which were not too bad. Seawolf, thank you for helping me with my sphere of spiders. Glad I could help. They're really awesome. They're really awesome animals. I was afraid of them a little bit myself at one point in time, so I just wanted to share how cool I think they are. Intrepid Fraidy Cat, try a velvet ant sting. After the centipede bite, I do kind of want to test the Schmidt pain index. So velvet ant, bullet ant, tarantula hawk, warrior wasp, all that stuff. I kind of want to try them to see how they compare. Because like Coyote, he did the centipede bite after a lot of them. So I'm curious to see how going into the Schmidt pain index, having already been bitten by a Scolopendra, I want to see how that feels. Let's see. Home slice, potential for a dragonfly and or robberfly video. I imagine they're not easy to catch or film, but they're both awesome insects. Well, my net broke. I broke my butterfly net this past summer, so I have to buy a new one. That's not a big deal, but yes, I want to do both. I'm way overdue for a dragonfly video, and I'm also way overdue for robberfly. I haven't done any robberfly videos. My buddy Mikey from Cool Critters, he loves robberflies. And I like finding cool little insects because he's like me. He's a huge bug guy. So like I love finding really obscure, weird insects that he hasn't seen before and then making him super jealous by posting them. Let's see. Are Goliath bird eaters out of your reach? For now, yes. They're not in the Ecuadorian Amazon where I'll be this spring. They're further into Brazil. I don't know when I'll be able to get to Brazil. Probably in the next 2 or 3 years. Goliath bird eaters will be on the channel eventually, but not in the near future. Probably a couple years. Let's see. So to answer. Well, hold on. Hot dog water first. Do you have any experience with trapdoor spiders? I've seen one in the parking lot recently, and wasn't sure if they were safe to freehandle. I think they're safe to freehandle, but I don't think they like being free-handled. A lot of those subterranean megalomorphs are not the most friendly. They're not deadly or anything. I haven't caught them myself, but I have a couple spots in Mississippi where they supposedly are huge, and I hope to find them there. But I have not personally worked with them. And to answer your question, Derek, yes, not only would I visit the Ecuadorian Amazon, I probably will be there this spring for about a week, which is going to be awesome. Dream come true. homemade ecosystems. You should try to get hammerhead worms too. Yeah, I've done a couple of videos on them in the past, but I feel like I'm overdue. I know how to get, I have I have a good population of Bipalium coenzae outside, so I'll be able to get a few of those. Creepy critters, I miss my giant praying mantis. Ah, you lost him? Was it like the Asian giant mantis, or was it like one of the native species? Forest of Emeralds, I agree with Seawolf. I was always fascinated but nervous, and recently worked up the courage to free handle a huge false widow male. Wow, that's a good one to handle for your first spider. Usually I recommend jumping spiders first, but a false widow, they're not super dangerous. They're just like black widows. They're super chill. So yeah, that's a really big step, and I'm proud of you for that. Jody Sharp, Spencer, love watching your channel. Well, I'm glad to have you here. It's been an awesome ride, and like the positivity this past year was just incredible. I think of the goals that I set for last year, we did a really good job of hitting a lot of them. So this year I'm hoping to do even better, and it's gonna be awesome to go the whole way. Sparkly Sponge, what are your top 3 invertebrates you've found? Number 1 is easily the red widow. Number 2, oh boy. Number 2 is probably the Louisiana giant centipede. They're pretty rare that far east, so that was a big find for me. And then number 3 would probably be, actually I'm gonna say the giant walking stick. It's called, I believe it's Megaphasma. I forget the species name, but the American giant walking stick. I found one of those in Texas. I didn't film it. I just kind of found it and looked at it. So I was really excited about that. Lolato asks, what are your favorites, arachnids or insects? Insects, actually. I think one of my favorite insects are probably the walking sticks, the phasmids, and katydids. I love the camouflaged insects. Something about them, they're just so fascinating. Jacob's World, when's Spencer from MyWildBackyard coming? To where? That's the biggest thing. If you're talking about South Texas, probably in March or April. Voles fan, Luna moths are my favorite insects, although it seems like I only find dead ones. Do you know any ways to find or attract them? Lights, particularly halogen lights. LEDs don't work very well. Halogens, they put out more heat, a lot more heat, so it attracts a lot more variety of insects. Where LEDs are just bright, they're not a very hot light, so they don't tend to bring in a good biodiversity of insects. So if you want to find a Luna moth, I would say get a nice halogen light, put it at a sheet during Luna moth peak periods, which you can honestly just find on iNaturalist. You can see the times a year that they're seen the most, and you can even see if there's recent observations in your area. In North Carolina, they're found pretty much year-round. There's several generations a year, but depending on where you're at, you might not be able to find them all the time. Found a pretty big adder down here in Torquay? Is it Torquay? I think I've heard that place before. I'd love to see an adder in the wild. That'd be cool. Home Slice, your channel introduced me to that nightmare fuel, the hammerhead worms. Yeah, they're creepy. James, OMG, you go, man. I couldn't get stung on purpose, so I'll live vicariously through your experience. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Fear Not Reptiles. Hi, could you do a video about salamanders, including slimies and dusky and redbacks? I don't get redbacks where I live. I've done slimies and duskies in the past. I did duskies. When did I do duskies last? Might have been a while since I've done duskies. But slimies, if you look at the Secret World of the Woodland stream, slimy was one of the big finds in that video. Let's see. Home Slice, I found one chilling on a car window outside my local. The Luna moths turn up in weird spots. Forest of Emeralds, he was wonderfully chill. Yeah, I'm glad that it was a good experience for you. Most of the time when you free handle spiders, it's not that bad. I don't recommend it because the spiders do not want to be handled. I gotta make that very clear that I usually only handle them for demonstrations. like, I'm doing a lot of outreach now, so I'll go to, like, schools and, like, I'm hoping to go to some museums and do it as well. But, like, schools, summer camps, hopefully museums this year, and I'll handle spiders and stuff, but it's more to just show them, hey, these spiders are not monsters. They're not out to get you, which is hot dog water. Is there any insect or bug you would absolutely not free handle? There's a few. Wandering spiders are a no. They're not. I mean, they're not insects, but they're a big no. Sydney funnel web spiders also no, and the Vietnamese giant centipede Scolopendra dehani is a big no. Most large Scolopendra centipedes, I don't like to chance with free handling, but I'll do it. I'll attempt it. But Scolopendra dehani is a big no. They're just too venomous and too quick to bite. Fatal Error Sonic Emperor. Hello, I love your insect videos so much. Thank you. I love to make the insect videos, so I'm glad you're enjoying them. Sparkly Sponge, I do agree. Walking sticks are very cool. Home Slice, I second. Yep. Yeah, so those are the wandering spiders, the funnel webs, and the giant Vietnamese centipedes are some of the bugs, the arthropods that I would not film. You said in the title he was coming. Oh, that's me. I'm Spencer. That's me. I think some people might think I'm Jack, because some people because me and Jack work together so much that there's Jack's World of Wildlife, that's with Jack, and there's me. So I'm Spencer. Sorry. Sorry to clear. Johan, win more wasps. Oh, I got some wasp videos planned this year, and you're gonna love them. Now that I have to get a new net because my net broke. That will take like a week. And then, you know, like there's not a whole lot of wasps out right now, but once the wasps are out and I have my net, plenty of more Hymenopteran videos this year, especially down in the Amazon. That's gonna be awesome. Have I ever? Okay, hold on. Skeeter, Stretch. Hey Spencer. Hey Stretch, how you doing? Skeeter, have you ever ventured north? Not yet, but I may go to Ohio this spring as well. I haven't decided. They have the Eastern Massasauga rattlesnake, and I have a spot for them. Actually, I have people who have a spot for them. The Wildlife Brothers have a really good spot for saugas, and also I guess I have like a second or third cousin who's in wildlife management up there, so I might just go say hi and see how they're doing and see if I can help them with any of their work. A lot of times I don't go north just because a lot of the stuff that I can get here is also there. Usually I go south because a lot of the stuff that I can't get here is further south, except for Massasauga rattlesnakes. Those are one of the exceptions. Jeff Leffler, have you ever studied cicadas? I have not studied cicadas too much on the channel. I do like them a lot though, and I actually do really like the hemipterans, the true bugs, especially the cicadas and the hoppers, the plant hoppers. I hope to do a video when the next 17-year brood emerges. If I have to fly to a place to do it, I'll do it, because those are freaking awesome. Yeah, this week's gonna be great for herping. I'll see if I have time to get out. I'll be doing a lot of work on getting LLC file. I have a lot of like paperwork stuff to do this week, so I'll see if I can get any herping in. Shadu says, what's the closest analog you have in North Carolina to the adder? Probably the copperhead. Copperhead is significantly more venomous than the adder, but it is probably the closest. It's common, it's relatively non-venomous compared to a lot of the other vipers here. I mean, it's venomous, it's dangerously venomous, but it's not as bad as the other, vipers here. Let's see. James, I was wondering James, the light is going to be halogens. You can use UV as well, but UV is a bit for more niche stuff. Usually you're targeting something specific when you're using UV light. I don't use UV that much. Halogens work good enough. Sparkly Sponge, you like leaf bugs? Like the phasmid leaf bugs, like leaf insects? Yes. Katydids? Also yes. Praying mantises? Also yes. If it's a bug and it looks like a leaf, I probably like it, because I think the camouflaged insects are awesome. Scuba Diver Derek says, I find endemics... I cannot speak today, I'm sorry. I find endemics very neat. I love reading. Yeah, endemics are really cool. Again, red widow is my favorite favorite one. It's an endemic to Florida. Yoda Soda, which of your vids did you enjoy filming the most? I hate that question because there's ones I've filmed that are not released yet that I loved a ton, like Red Widow. But probably the Secret Worlds, actually. I really, really like doing the Secret Worlds because I get to kind of push the kinds of shots I'm able to use. I get to do a bit more deep dives into the biology of different habitats and invertebrates. So I like doing the Secret Worlds probably the most. Dale Tony, out of curious, who is your alma mater? I used to live in Apex and Creedmoor. Always wanted to talk with a biologist from an NC school. Love the channel. Great advice. I'm actually from UNC Chapel Hill. My major was general biology, which has kind of nothing to do with what I actually do. I found that my humanities courses were a lot more useful because I'm more of a communicator now. I'm a science communicator, so I talk about these animals rather than doing like actual in-lab research. I'm not a big fan of research and scientific write-ups. So, but yeah, I'm a graduate from UNC Chapel Hill. Let's see. Creepy critters. I have spider videos, but I don't handle them. That's actually not bad. Again, spiders don't like to be handled. So, JH said I had to remove a very large orb weaver that fell on my arm this summer. Yeah, they don't want to be on your arm, so it's good to remove them. Intrepid Fraidy Cat, do you have Lone Star ticks? A bite can make you allergic to red meat. How weird is that? I do have Lone Star ticks. And weirdly enough, I've been bitten by them, and while I'm not allergic to red meat, I don't really like it anymore. Like, I can't eat it, it's just like, ugh. So, I wonder if that has anything to do with that. I don't know. I haven't eaten red meat in... I had like one hamburger when we were in Florida in November because it was the only thing they served at that restaurant we went to. Like, I can do it once in a while, but yeah, I don't eat red meat for the most part anymore. That's interesting. I wonder if that's related. That's weird. Home Slice, that's so cool that you're getting involved in public education. Congrats on thank you so much. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's so believe it or not, when I was finishing my college degree, I thought about teaching for a bit. So I know a little bit about the education system and how broken it is in the US. So I like to help out where I can because sometimes, having a YouTuber come into the classroom, you can reach kids that wouldn't normally respond to a normal like class lecture. Because I found that some of like when I was in at one of these schools recently, there were some kids the teacher warned me about. Well, they didn't tell me which ones, but afterwards he's like, "Yo, the kids who were asking the most questions," he's like, "usually I have difficulty with them," but I'm like, "No, they were great." I'm like, I had no idea that they were someone that usually gives you trouble because they were just wonderful. And I think that kids who act out in class, they're not acting out because they're bad kids. They're acting out because the class is boring. It's not even the teacher's fault. It's the curriculum's fault. So like, it's nice to have like those special events come in because when a special speaker comes in, they're not beholden by the curriculum. So, when like that guest speaker comes in and they're not, their hands aren't tied by the system, it's, that you can reach these kids who wouldn't normally be able to be reached. And I'm glad to be able to help with that. Let's see. Gotta go back. Go back. Let's see. Wow, I got a lot of these. Oh boy. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I lost a lot of questions. Where did I go? I saw something about Steve Irwin. There we go. Okay. Oh. I have not shown any isopod eating spiders yet, Jody. So I haven't got a chance to see those yet. But I've caught one. I just didn't have camera with me. Let's see. Creepy critters. That is the venomous snake that farts is a coral snake. Yes. JH. I love wasps. Johann von Wurst. long as you're aware of their nests, they're yes, yeah. Usually the wasps are not. Yeah, creepy critters. The answer to your trivia question is a coral snake. But yeah, so usually wasps are not aggressive. Smet Logic, hey, you're in. I've been meaning to get a hold of you because I want to do this. I want to go to the Southwest this summer or fall. And I have been told that you are the guy for the Southwest. That you are the guy. So I was wondering if you wanted to work together this fall. That would be cool. What did you won my bank account? No. You have not won my bank account. I need that for student loans. Home Slice, have I ever seen cicada killer wasps? I have. I actually have. They were at my ex-girlfriend's apartment complex like years ago, and she would always freak out. And I'm like, it's a cicada killer. They don't want you. They just want cicadas. Careless, will you leave the stream on your channel? Yes, I'm gonna leave this. I'll leave this stream up. When I do like the ones where like I'm testing the audio, I don't leave. I delete those. But this will be uploaded, so you can watch this back and see the. You can see the different. Sorry, I'm like reading comments and trying to talk at the same time, so my train of thought's leaving me. But yes, I will leave this stream up. Derek, there were so many cicadas. Yeah, the more cicadas you got, the louder they get. Home Slice, Secret Worlds are my favorite. Yeah, they're my favorite ones to make. I'm making a lot more of them this year. I have a couple of them that are already in progress, but I couldn't finish them last year because I want to get the really good shots. Bolto, you made it. I've been doing well. Hope you're doing well. How was your new year? Let's see. Forest of Emeralds. You ever consider keeping a woodlouse spider as a pet? They probably wouldn't make very good pets. No, I don't think they would. Creepy critters, have you ever caught the brown snakes, like the decays, the Storaria species? Decays, brown snakes, red-bellied snakes. I've caught them. Yeah, they're pretty common different times of the year. SG says I've learned more after college than I honestly. Yeah, I learned way more after college than I've learned in school. Homemade ecosystems. The education isn't only broken in the U.S. I'm a teacher in Europe. It's the same here. Yeah. Yeah. They just got to get. They got to allow for more creativity. Is all they need, because the creativity is what really gets the kids engaged. Bill Bolton, UV bug hunting is fun. It's like cheating at Pokemon. Yep. I agree. It's like cheating. Let's see. Yes, yeah, Smet Logic. I've heard you are the guy from like Zach, from who else? From the brothers, the Wildlife Brothers. They say that you're probably the guy to get a hold of. I mean, yeah, I've got like no official plans yet. I just want to see if you're available. I would love to work with you if you got a chance. Johan, I've been hunting wasps for 2 years. Have yet to find a cicada killer. Literally, I know a spot for them. Actually, my old college roommate's apartment has them a lot during the summer too. I think it's a Raleigh thing. A lot of these Raleigh apartment complexes have a ton of cicada killers. Let's see. Come to my front yard. Oh, Johan, do I have any hobbies outside of wildlife stuff? I do. So I draw. Sometimes I get paid to draw, sometimes I don't. I prefer not to get paid for it, actually, because when I get paid for it, it burns me out. I also run. I'm a distance runner, though I have a stress fracture right now, so I cannot currently run, which is annoying. Play a little bit of video games. Some people know that I play Clash of Clans a little bit. I've had a couple of appearances. It's not under this name, so if you probably wouldn't know me if you saw me, but I've had a couple of appearances on the U.S. leaderboard for Legend League, so that's a fun little feather in my cap there. Let's see. Careless. Okay, I'll watch later. Okay, good night. Yeah, don't stay up too late. That's my job. I have a horrible sleep schedule. Don't ask about that. You don't want to know. You don't want to know how bad my sleep schedule is. Peak at Wildlife. Oh, yes, we are almost at 50K. It's insane. Probably by January 10th, I think. It's slowed down a little bit because this time of year is a little bit slow for me, but we're going to be 50K this month, which is mind-boggling. mind-boggling stuff. Yeah, I saw your comment there about Steve Irwin. Yeah, I mean, the funnel web is a gnarly spider. That is a gnarly spider. I mean, they're awesome, and I want to catch one so bad. But yeah, they are a scary one. You know, even the best of the best are like, ooh, that's a scary spider. Cool kid, any tips for finding jumping spiders in South Australia? Pretty much the same thing as here. You want to look at habitats in terms of like microhabitats. So you'll have like within one bush, you're going to have jumping spiders that live on the like canopy of the bush, like top parts of the bush, and ones that live deeper in and further to the ground. There's even some ground dwelling jumping spiders. So just look anywhere where there's insects, and like you know, I mean, I don't know if you can trap for jumping spiders. I don't think you can, but like most spots will have several different like sub-habitats you can look through, and you'll find different species of jumping spiders in each type of location. Johan's giving me crap for being a mobile gamer. Hey, I don't have time for console games right now, though when Zelda comes out, I'm gonna make time. If it means I'm sleeping 3 hours a day, it means I'm sleeping 3 hours a day. I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out. Let's see. Sparkly Sponge, whenever I see people who are experts in animals, always feel like I know nothing. Even people like me, I feel like I know nothing when I meet certain people. These guys we work with, his name's Daniel D. Dye, D-Y-E, and then Michael Dye. These two guys, they're herpers and entomologists in Central Florida. We met these guys for the Red Widow hunt. These guys are insane. They know their stuff. They know pretty much anyone who is anyone. Yep, Schmidt knows them. Yep. They also spoke very highly of you, by the way. But they are, like, they know everyone who is someone in herping and entomology. Like, they remind me of my cross-country coach from high school, because that guy knows everyone who is someone in running. Like, the way that Daniel talks, like, he's just, like, so, like, it's not even just, like, knowledgeable. Like, he just has years and years of experience. The guy is, like, legend tier. Dude is insane. And I'm hoping to work with him again, because it was great. It was just like such good people, like good, fun, positive people to be around, and like, so like I'm like we're literally like Michael and Zach from Lifestyle Adventures. They're off looking for snakes. Me and Daniel are like following up the rear, looking for like antlions and grasshoppers, and like every single bug we saw, we're just like, oh, what's that, you know? And he's like showing me about how these like there's these scarab beetles that like are called deep diggers, and he was showing me how they push up the soil for their burrows, and showing the difference between, because the burrows of the deep diggers look very similar to certain rodents. So he was showing me the difference and how to tell if it was a rodent or a beetle. Dude is next level. All right, see you later, Yoda. Happy New Year and have a good night, and we'll have more of these. We'll have more of these live streams. I want to make a schedule for them. Maybe like twice a month or something. We'll see. I'm also looking at launching a Patreon at some point, so I'll probably do live streams on there as well at some point. We'll see. Let's see. All right, see you later, Skeeter. Good to have you on the stream. Yeah, it was good to see you. Jeff Leffler, ever seen a Gene Kritsky? He's the editor of American Entomologist. I have not heard of him, no. But I probably should get a hold of him when I go look for periodical cicadas. James, yep, that's me in school. The boredom, dude. I was that guy in school. Like it was fine up until college, because I could just sleep in class and make A's. But once I got to college and had to actually pay attention, it was just brutal. It was just brutal for me. So like, I was like, I relate to those kids who are bored in class, and like, that's me. When it comes to jumping, excuse me. Shadu says, when it comes to jumping spiders, I have personally noted that a good number in Exeter seem to like hanging out around wild mint plants. You'll see that. So some jumpers are extremely plant specific, probably because they're usually eating a specific kind of insect that only eats that kind of plant. So you'll see a lot of jumping spiders that have super specific microhabitat specifications, and those are kind of my favorites because it's like, oh, this is a very special niche jumping spider, and it makes me excited to see. Let's see. All right, see you later, James. Going offshore. Johan, do you have any idea? Probably March, early March, if it happens. I can probably give you a better date on that because the brothers are still in the area, and they said that it needs to happen this spring because they still got a place up there. So I can probably just go crash on their couch for like a week, a week or 3 days or something, and then we'll go really hard for Massasaugas. So yeah, if you're in Ohio, you're based in Missouri or Tennessee, I think. You're also in that same little cluster over there. I remember. I forget where exactly. So we can hang out. Bill Bolton, do you follow any spider keepers? I've talked to Exotics Lair a couple times. I don't follow them super closely, but I'm aware of a lot of them. Tarantula Cat as well, I'm aware of. Let's see. Yeah, good chatting with you, James. Have a good one. And Intrepid Freddy Cat. Oh, Doggo's got to go out. Yep. Happy New Year. Go get those dogs out. Give them some scratches for me. I got my dog, or not my dog, my sister's dog. He's over here. Boy, wanna come say hi? Come here, boy. Come here. All right. This is Mago Boy. This is Mago. He's my sister's, but he likes to hang out in my room. His favorite activity is to actually sleep under the blanket while I edit videos. So he'll hang out and just sleep. All right, boy. You say hi to the stream? Say hello. He's mad at me because I disturbed him from his sleep. All right, see ya, Home Slice. Happy New Year. Indiana. How do I keep forgetting it's... I think it's because you told me you were going to be in Tennessee or something, or somewhere around there. So I got confused. But yeah, if I'm in Ohio, I'll let you know. Forest Emeralds. Yeah, this is my buddy. One of the things I'll do, I'll take him for walks. I'm like brainstorming video ideas. He likes to go for walks, and I'll take him, and it helps me think. Let's see. Scuba Diver Derek, speaking of specific microhabitats, I have heard of this story where some of the taxonomists predicted a moth species with a very long proboscis. I did hear that story, actually. I don't know if we ever found the moth, but it should exist. CDs, how many spiders do you have? I have 2 southern black widows, 2 regal jumping spiders, and 1 brown recluse. I also have a potential false widow, but I haven't been able to ID the species yet. Magnus Lunzer, Happy New Year from Germany. Happy New Year to you as well. SG, hello, doggy. Say hello to SG, boy. Say hello. Say hello to dog. What? You don't want to be on stream? Oh, he's shy. Okay, I'll put you back to bed. All right, say bye. Bye. Okay. Here you go, boy. All right, let's see. I missed some comments there. Yeah, Bolto, he's my bud. Barbarian says, Doggo is like, help, have been genetically manipulated into this form. I used to be a wolf. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go out? Okay, see ya. So a heads up, my door is scratched to crap because he loves to just hang out in here, but I keep the door closed because we have cats, but they're not the most litter box trained cats. So if I leave my door open, they'll come in here and use the bathroom in my room, and it's very rude. So I keep the door closed, but Mago likes to come in, and he will scratch incessantly to come in. Let's see. Is your dog a Frenchie? He's a Boston Terrier, actually. And he's technically my sister's, but he likes to hang out in my room a lot. I'm Uncle Tall Boy is what he calls me because I'm tall and a boy. So he calls me Uncle Tall Boy. Johan, funniest scientific name, troglodyte. Troglodyte is a wren? It's a wren? Troglodyte, I think of like a weird mammal or something. That's weird. Oh, okay. Wallace's Sphinx Moth. I'll have to look that one up. Dale, Tony, do you have to have a license? I don't think so. I mean, I say that because, like, I mean, they're very small species. and black widows will live in your house anyway. So to keep them, I don't think it's an issue. I can double check that, but I don't think it's a there's any regulations on widows. Herping rules, mantis video on here. Yes, more mantis videos on the way. Some really, really good ones, actually. Probably some of the best mantis videos I have ever personally seen, because I've been really taking time to make sure it's the best of the best, because these are really cool animals that deserve to get the spotlight. Limb climber, Chapel Hill here, late but here. Chapel Hill is my old home. I went to school there for 4 years. So yeah. Are you also UNC or? I don't know. I was class 2020. Herping rules. Ha ha ha. Wait, what is he laughing for? I don't know. What was so funny? Yeah, limb climber. I was a UNC grad. Class of 2020. BC constrictor. Will I do a video on decays brown snakes? I have done a couple of videos that featured decays brown snakes. I don't know that I would focus on them because they're very common, and very, like, how would I say, they're very kind of inoffensive snakes, and I find that the only snakes that I really get people seem to care about in my viewership, the ones are the ones that are like venomous or like, so maybe people have been talking about they've been suggesting I make a second channel for herps. I might do it there. I could consider that. We'll see. I do think they're really neat little snakes. They're very fun to catch, but we'll see. All right, man. Take it easy, Derek. Glad you're able to make it, and have a happy New Year. Excuse me. I had like half a cough the whole time. Yep, I'm a Tar Heel, but I joke because like this year beat the tar out of me, so I'm just a heel now because the tar was beaten out of me. Peek at wildlife, sad eastern rat snake face. I've done a few eastern rat snake videos, but they completely tanked. So, Bolto, what are my plans for this year? Well, a lot of traveling for filming. A lot of experiments I want to do. There's this mosquito experiment that I'm working on to show how mosquitoes track you in the wilderness. There's a lot of like articles on it, but like I want to visually show how they do it. So it's been proving challenging to actually execute this because I've been working on it since June of last year. But hopefully I'll get it out sometime this spring. Hopefully. Let's see. I don't know what I'd call it yet. I'm not sure. We'll see what is. Do I get many slaters? I don't know if I know what a slater is. It sounds like a beetle. What is the... Is there another term for it? Because I don't think I've heard anything called a slater before, but it sounds like it'd be a beetle. Keeping it real 2007. Happy New Year. This is just water, by the way. I'm a little bit sick today, so. Yeah, yeah, Jeff. I'm looking forward to seeing the sagas, to be honest. And I know there's lots of little invertebrates up there. They probably have salamanders too that I haven't been able to see. We'll see what I'm able to film. Ralph Lobster, you're under. Is this Creepy Critters? Is this Creepy Critters who is just coming in with 100 different names? I saw your comment about that earlier. Yeah, I don't think it's anything serious. I've had COVID before. It didn't feel like this. This feels like a little bit of a cold, seasonal cold. Weather's been changing a lot in North Carolina too, so it's probably something to do with that. I know I have like a lymph node that's like swollen like right here. Whatever it is not major. I'll probably be fine in like 2 days. We will see. Yeah, I'm gonna do some isopod stuff this year. I'm actually working on a Secret Worlds video of like the leaf litter, a habitat Secret Worlds video, and I think isopods and centipedes and millipedes will be a big focus. But I'm hoping to get some like thrips, some springtails, probably pseudoscorpions. There's potential for like other weird stuff in there, but we'll see. We'll see what I'm able to find. But going back to Bolto's question of what are the plans for the year. I'll actually elaborate a little bit here. I can use this as an announcement. So I want to start doing more outreach. Excuse me. I want to do more outreach stuff because last year I did a classroom appearance, a classroom appearance, and some summer camp appearances. But this year I want to do more classroom appearances, hopefully some museum appearances, and honestly, I might do a lot more volunteering at summer camps because I want to eventually launch from this channel. I want to launch a virtual summer camp focused on basically like wildlife biology. So like a science and nature focused virtual online summer camp. It would probably function sort of like an online course, but a lot more fun and, you know, activity driven, and also with like live sessions with me. So it'd be like there'd be like live activity sessions where I'm talking about something specific to the slaters or pillbugs, isopods. Yeah, that's what I usually call them. When I'm thinking about slater, it sounds like it'd be a beetle or something. So that's why I was confused. Okay, hold on. Sparkly sponge. What's the difference between writing spiders and zipper spiders? There is none. They are both nicknames for the same species of spider. Argiope, the yellow garden spider. Derek Higman, do you know about snail and slug hunter beetles? I believe those are ground beetles. I don't know a whole lot about them off the top of my head, but I believe they are in the family Carabidae of ground beetles. So they're a fun group that I'm gonna feature a lot more of this year. BC constrictors, can you do a video on feather millipedes? If I can find one, yeah. If I'm correct, those are not going to be ranging in North Carolina, so I have to travel for them. Dale, Tony, have you ever visited any of the NC aquariums? I actually haven't. They're a bit out of the way for me, but I do want to partner with a lot of the educational facilities in North Carolina. Like as an NC resident, I'm not a native, I didn't grow up here, but as an NC resident, I want to do a lot more outreach in the general area. Shadu, is there a YouTuber favorable to rats? Look up Schmo Yoho Rat Attack. That's a very rat friendly video. That's a very, very fun video. I don't actually plan on featuring too many mammals on this channel. Much more of an invertebrate focused guy, but yeah, look up Schmo Yoho's rat attack. You'll enjoy it. Let's see. Mari asks, how many states have you visited? Oh boy, let me see. Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Around 20. I've been around 20 states, I think. BC Constrictor says you should keep pet ants. I do want to do that, yeah. I want to do some ant colonies. I want to do a couple of vivariums with different, like, katydid and mantis species. All pending. I think I talked about this last stream. I might do I might do another channel with like the vivarium stuff, because I was inspired by Ants Canada originally when I started this channel. Cincinnati has its own lizards called Lazarus lizards. I've heard about that. Yeah, I think my buddies at the Wildlife Brothers, because they go to school in Ohio. They're over at Ohio State, so I think they've talked about that. Limb climber might be really tricky, but really educational if they do live while the viewers are in the woods. Maybe make a target creature for the day. That'd be interesting. Yeah. So I'm still working. I'm assuming that's a suggestion for the summer camp, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna try and do a lot. I might have to like get like a ridiculous amount of like cellular data to buy my own plan or something, but I'm considering some stuff like that. I want to make sure that's a really cool experience. I don't want to just like I don't want to give a half-baked summer camp. Yes, that is correct. Shmo-Yoho that's the right spelling. Yep. Look up Rat Attack. You will really enjoy it. I think you'll really enjoy it. Stag beetles do look cool. Cool kid. Let's see. Yes. So yeah, I definitely want to do that. I might try and do some live looking for bugs type things, but yeah, I mean, obviously data caps are a thing, so I have to be careful. Yeah, I've heard of Sully's snakes and spiders, actually. I haven't watched any of his stuff, but I'm like tangentially aware of it. Yeah, I hate that people kill water snakes. They're so pretty. Peek at Wildlife ever found an Asian jumping mantis? You found him in Virginia? A new invasive. Huh. No, I'm not aware of them. That's interesting. I didn't know they made it to the U.S. I heard there's one of those in Hawaii, I think. Might not be the jumping mantis. I know Hawaii has a lot of invasive and introduced mantises, but I don't know. It depends on how bad their population is. If they're gonna be a threat to the Carolina mantis, we'll see. We'll see. I'll be keeping my eye on that because that's interesting. Twin, I do pest control, and you really help me expand my knowledge and have be more comfortable in the field dealing with insects. That's good. That's good. They are. Oh, you posted them on Bug Guide. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that. I'm gonna have a look at that because Bug Guide is one of the resources I use a lot. Yeah, but Twin, I'm glad I'm able to help you because that's important, especially for the work you do. That's very important. Sparkly Sponge. Yeah, I'm aware of Snake Discovery. I haven't watched a lot of her stuff, but I'm I'm aware of her work. Yeah, I don't plan on keeping very many snakes, if any. Probably 0. Maybe a rough green snake. But I'm not a big snake keeper myself, so. But isopods, I could keep an isopod. They're pretty easy. Honestly, I want to keep more centipedes and spiders and like mantises, various cool grasshopper types and stuff. Marijuana Man, I personally love spiders and how you're teaching others about spiders are not out to get you. Yep. They're cool. I mean, they're just cool. Like it makes me, it hurts my soul that people are afraid of them because I think they're awesome. But then of course I'm just strange because most people don't like spiders and I like them. So maybe I'm just weird. Who knows? BC constrictors. I want to be an entomologist or arachnologist when I grow up. I did too, and I kind of get to do that now. So, you know, if you put your mind to it, you can, and you figure out a way to make it work. You know, it's kind of surprising the things that you can make. That was a very redundant sentence. If you put your mind to it, you can actually make a lot of different things work that are non-traditional. But you have to be persistent. You have to be creative. You have to basically adapt all the time. So like kind of the fun thing about doing YouTube is you're constantly adapting to conditions. Like, you know, 1 month YouTube could decide not to surface your videos and you're like, oh, my money just tanked. So you have to figure out a lot of business stuff to make sure that everything runs smoothly. It's very challenging, but it's very fun. 2020, you got me out here playing with black widows. I mean, as long as you're wearing gloves, as long as you're careful and respectful, that's good. It's good to have that appreciation for these animals. CD says, speaking about keeping spiders, my Carolina wolf spider molted last week, and I'm kind of bummed about it being a male. Gonna try and get him a girl when he matures. Good. Breed those Carolina wolves and then plant them so I can catch them. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, sparkly sponge. Spiders are lovely. They're great. Some of them are grumpy. Funnel webs and wandering spiders are grumpy, but I think they're cool, and I hope to see them in the wild. Anybody have any cool or fun stories from 2022 that they want to share? Like, what things were going on in their lives? How was everybody's year? Yes, BC constrictors. How was your 2022? Okay, BC constrictors first, then creepy critters. Oh, just you sound like my old roommate. He had a rough go of it at he had a rough go of it with 2022. So he is I mean he's doing good now, and I'm proud of him. But he had a rough go last year. BC constrictor. I got some pet ant queens. They all died. Honestly, watch Ants Canada. He's got a lot of good videos, like his older videos on how to keep ant queens. So might be helpful. Shadu says, "Hey Spencer, what do you think about possibly doing some vids about prehistoric invertebrates, Misothilae, for example?" Maybe. The biggest thing for me, I like to have the animal in hand, or like I like to be able to film behavior. So I would need to do some really good CG work to make a prehistoric video to my standards. And while I do dabble in VFX, I do dabble in VFX quite a bit, more than people would probably know. That's actually what got me into video stuff in the first place was doing like special effects. So maybe, I don't know if I have time to learn CG modeling like that, but we'll see. There's a tentative project. I don't have the I'm not allowed to talk about it a whole lot, but there's a tentative project from one of my colleagues on YouTube who wants to do some prehistoric stuff. I might be able to deliver on prehistoric invertebrates in that case. Derek Hageman, kind of average year for me. I had a really wild year. Most things were just crazy stuff on the YouTube channel. A few shakeups in my personal life that probably shouldn't share in a professional space like this because it was gnarly. But interesting year. Mantis Garden, welcome. I mean, we're gonna be on for a little bit longer, probably another hour or so. So, welcome to hang out and chill for as long as you want. Fear not reptiles. Do you have any plans to keep any amphibians? No. Amphibians are hard work. They're hard work to keep, and honestly, the ones I'd want to keep the most are the hardest ones to keep, like different salamanders and stuff. So I probably wouldn't keep any amphibians. Maybe poison dart frogs, but probably not. BC constrictors. I breed bumblebee millipedes, and I'm from Tennessee. Got them from Florida. I mean, heck, you said you're 11 years old and you're already breeding millipedes and stuff. You are on your way to become an entomologist, man. You're doing great. You're doing absolutely great. I was doing projects like breeding grasshoppers and stuff when I was a kid, so my parents hated it, but it got me on this path, so. Dale Tony, funny thing happened a few months ago. We had a hognose find its way into our house. Small dogs went crazy. I am so jealous of you. I found a couple of wild hognoses in Pennsylvania, but I've seen one dead hognose in North Carolina, and that was a very sad day. Wyvern, Happy New Year. Johan has got a real salaried job this year. Turns out working, yeah, IT does not sound like the most interesting work. Though I've seen a lot of tips and tricks on Reddit. If you work in IT, you can actually automate a lot of your job. And you can make a lot of extra money on the side by like automating your job and then work. I mean, this is technically unethical, but I'm a big proponent of if you are working, make the most of your work. So, I mean, if you want to automate some of your processes and, make some extra money on the side with some coding, just a tip. Just don't tell anybody I told you that tip. Let's see. Marijuana Man, my firstborn is named Spencer. He's 7 now. Haven't gone to see him in 6 months. My second's name is Oliver. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you do get to see them soon. Sparkly Sponge, for a few months, I had a writing spider on my front porch. She laid an egg sac. I think it was infertile, though. Yeah, that happens. That happens more often than you think. Forest of Emeralds, good year. I started working at an aquarium store that also has invertebrates, reptiles, and small mammals. Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be an awesome place to work. Fabio Sanasorisu, hey Spencer, I was going to go to bed but saw your lives. I'm taking the occasion to let you know I think you're doing an amazing job. Greetings from Italy. Glad to have you here. Glad you're able to stop by, and Happy New Year. I don't want to like take up too much of your time if you're tired, but this stream will be recorded and it's going to be uploaded. So if you want to watch it through, or browse through and see if any cool questions were asked or something, you're welcome to. But also welcome to stay as long as you like. Glad to have you here. BC constrictors, heck yeah, you just made my whole year. You don't know how much. Hey, honestly, dude, like, I'm telling you, like, the fact that you're 11 years old and you're already breeding millipedes, like, that is really special. Keep that up. Like, you're on the right track. Like, this is how you learn. This is how you get your hands dirty and you learn. Like you said, you had your ant queens die. Yeah, it hurts to have your pets die, but like, you learn something. You learn something every single time, and you get better, and you get better, and you get better, and eventually you're like the expert on keeping ant queens. So you just got to make sure that you keep pushing, and you have my endorsement. Entomology is a lot of fun. It can be also a big pain in the butt, but you got this. Let's see. Let's see. Mantis Garden, I'm from England and I've enjoyed watching your exploration videos as we have nothing here at all. Lol. If it means if we want to keep anything we have to buy. Do you not have European mantises in the UK? I don't think they're common, but I think they're there. Maybe the part of the UK you live in. I don't know. I'm not super well read on European insects, so I could be totally wrong. Homemade ecosystems, I did some scientific research on ants. We tried to get an ant colony used to pheromones of another ant colony. After that, we looked to see if they still attacked each other. We did this. Did it work? Let's see. I want to see. Scroll down. Oh, darn. No mantises there. Oh, that's rough, man. Happy New Year, bullets for teeth. You made it this time. Good to see you. How have you been doing? Derek Hagman, do you plan on traveling to, say, South America or any tropical... I'm going to Ecuador, actually, next year. We are already in next year. In May, I'm going to Ecuador for a month. So I'll be looking for all kinds of scorpions and spiders and insects and even other invertebrates that are not insects, like velvet worms. Like I don't think you realize how much I'm going to geek out about velvet worms. They are so weird and so, like... Bug, go away from my face. They're so weird and just bizarre that I'm going to be a complete fangirl when I see them in the wild. Like, I'm gonna squeal when I flip a log and there's velvet worms. I'm going to squeal and it's gonna be hilarious. But I'm just saying. Let's see. Forest of Emeralds, how was your year? Which video of 22 was your favorite? My favorite video to film in 2022 was probably was the Red Widow. The Red Widow is going to go out in February, I think. But my favorite that I released was probably The Secret World of the Centipede. I filmed a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed this year, but The Secret World of the Centipede is probably one of the favorite videos I've released this year so far. Creepy critters, I had a 5.5-foot eastern king snake, brought him herping with me. We found a copperhead. Creepy, enjoyed him for lunch. That's funny. Let's see. If it's any consolate, yeah. Okay, so homemade ecosystems, they still attack each other, but we need to get more data. I love experiments like that. I love that we just figure things out. That's so neat. Wyvern, 2022 is my first year of doing YouTube daily. Oof. Daily is brutal, man. I've done daily before. Not on this channel. I've done, I have dabbled in gaming channels, vlog channels. This is the first one that's worked. And also it's probably the topic I'm most passionate and knowledgeable about. So, works out. And yeah, we're at 50K almost, which just blows my mind. But yeah, daily is brutal. Props to you for doing that. That is an incredible accomplishment. That is an incredible accomplishment to do daily for a year. Ooh, there's a good question from Shadu. On the converse of the prehistoric side of my last question, what are your thoughts on future invertebrate evolution? Oh, I love that question. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose a lot of diversity. I think we've kind of passed the point of no return for a lot of them. They're hanging on, but they're gonna disappear. I think we're gonna see a lot of in the near future, like 100 to 1,000 years, we'll probably see a decent die off of a lot of species, but a lot of hardier, more pollution resistant ones will emerge, and I think we'll probably get more compact, flatter species that can survive in urban environments. Is my first thing, yeah. BC constrictors. I don't know if I'll be able to keep specimens because transporting live animals from Ecuador to the U.S. is going to be a logistical nightmare. Yep, I know you've been really busy, bullets for teeth. But glad to have you here. Glad you could take some time. Hopefully you're getting some rest here and there. I know you've been just incredibly busy. So, glad that you have some time to unwind. Make sure to just take some time for you and just chill a little bit. But it's good to see you. Good to see you. Just good to see you active here. Creepy critters. Was it the king snake story? It's lost in the chat. You're gonna have to share it again. Fabio says, I'm an illustrator, and for this year in my school, I'm working on an illustrated book, and it's about spiders. Excellent. Share me a copy, like email me a copy or something. I can promote it for you, and I'll put it in a community post, if you would like. Searching the trails. Why Ecuador? Because I have contacts there. My buddy Emilio from Animal Encounters, his family owns a ranch, so we have pretty much guaranteed room and board. And a bunch of my other colleagues from YouTube, we're actually having a lot of us wildlife content creators in our little group go down there. So it is, I don't think I'm skilled enough as a traveler to go by myself to locations yet. I usually like to have help. And also it's fun to have company. So the group is going to Ecuador. There's a lot of targets of mine in Ecuador. So that's why Ecuador. To answer your question. Cordilla del Condor, the Paraphasma schulti. That's a walking stick of some kind. I will definitely go for that. Fabio says, I'm trying to fight arachnophobia and let people know how. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, honestly, I'm telling you, share it when you're finished with the book. Email a copy to me or email me a link, and I will. I'll promote it. I'll get it in front of you I'll get it in a community post for you. Cool Kid 09. How long do you spend working on each video? Depends on the video. I've had let's say filming and editing. I've had videos that took me less than 4 hours from filming and editing, like really easy ones. The Louisiana centipede video, we were in Kisatchie for 20 hours hunting. So I count that as part of it, and then the edit took me about 15. So I've had videos take me 35 hours to edit and to produce. I think that was the longest, including filming production. I think that's the longest I've taken on a video. Usually I can do them in under 10 with filming and editing. But it's also kind of weird because like I bulk film a lot, so I'll use B-roll from like one location for like multiple videos if I have multiple videos in that location. Editing itself is you're probably asking more about editing. Editing takes between 2 to, again, I've had some take me 15 hours, but usually between 2 and 10 hours, depending on the video. Longer videos take longer. Videos like the Secret World series, which are very intensive on the writing aspect, they might take, 10, 12 hours to do. Let's see. Bullets for teeth. I like the rattlesnake video, watching you train on how to handle those. I don't go near those. Yeah, it's not a thing. Honestly, if I never handle a rattlesnake again, I won't be that disappointed. It's a very dangerous maneuver. That was a very chill snake, and I wouldn't recommend anybody just go out and do that. Let's see. Creepy critters. Yes, what's your question? Let's see. Dale Tony, in case you want to help support you, I'm working on Patreon, actually. Yes, I'm working on launching a Patreon this year. I want to say tentatively in February. I've got a lot. I basically like the whiteboard right here. I don't have notes from Patreon on it yet. I have most of my notes on my computer, which this is sitting on because I closed my laptop because it wasn't working. But yeah, so Patreon will be launching this year. I'm thinking right now I'm gonna have 2 tiers, maybe 3. I think the lowest tier will be $4, mid tier will be 15. My goal is to have. I'm gonna probably like do some. We can talk about like what perks need to be on there. I'm thinking that probably some level of Patreon exclusive content, probably some behind the scenes, exclusive live streams. I'm actually working on launching a Discord. I have a Discord that I have neglected. I'm going to relaunch that Discord, open it for the main viewers. There'll be a public chat, but there'll also be Patreon chats for each tier of the Patreon. So I think it'll be kind of cool. Are the Wildlife Brothers actually 3 feet tall? No, they are 2 feet tall. Shady, I think I have heard of Future is Wild, but speculative evolution is a really cool topic. Derek Hagman, you should try breeding or keeping horrid king assassin bugs. They are really cool. I don't currently keep anything that's not native to the U.S., and I don't know if I want to keep anything that's not native to the U.S. I haven't decided yet. I do eventually want to start an insectarium, at which case I will have non-native species. This is like 10 years in the future, though, so like I don't have the budget for that, anywhere close to the budget for that right now. But horrid kings, I would like to work with those in some capacity. Let's see. Eventually, a thing just becomes a crab with how many species are changing. Yeah, everything becomes crabs. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to a really good new year this year. Bullets for Teeth. What is your actual name? I don't think I know this. I know there's a few of you who are regulars in the channel, who I do know your first names, but I don't think I know your first name, Bullets. Dr. Polaris made a good effort towards speculative evolution. I keep saying speculative education. I mean evolution. I'm not operating on the most sleep right now. I got home at 4 a.m. this morning, so. Fabio says it's a rough idea. Hey, but it'll be in Italian. I mean, we can work on translating it. I don't, but you seem. I mean, your English is really good unless you're using a translator. If you want to translate it to English, I could absolutely share it. We could share it anyway. I just hope. I mean, I'm very much excited to hear about projects like that. So I'm in full support. Mantis Garden. I'm writing a book about the Paraphasma mate. Had some sent over from Peru. You have over 1,000? Jeez, that's insane. Sarah, I mean you're late, but like we're gonna be on here for another like 30 minutes or so. So like you can still hang out. Good to see you. Good to see you. So tell your daughter I said hello and Happy New Year. Creepy critters. Have you found a mole? I have not found a mole king snake. I know a spot for them. I haven't seen any there, but I have some spots where I could potentially find them. I would like to see them. They're a pretty cool snake. A lot of those Lamprepeltis are pretty cool. FNAF lover, aka Seth. Hello, what's your favorite North Carolina creepy crawlers or spooky slithers? I'll give you both. In North Carolina, my favorite creepy crawler right now is a toss-up between Scolopendra viridis, the Florida blue centipede, and the Sphodros purseweb spiders. My favorite spooky slither in North Carolina is the Carolina pygmy rattlesnake, especially the red phase. Those are really awesome reptiles. Warducks, nice to see you here. Wardukes. Warduxy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna call you Warducks, like deluxe, but Warducks. Excuse me. Finley McIntosh. I can never pronounce that name. Finley McIntosh. What animal is the top of your list to see this year? I'd like to catch a forceps tail, and not the dragonfly. Look it up. It's I forget the family name. It's like Jagipidae or something, or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I definitely butchered it. But they're a type of dipluran. They look like a cross between an earwig and a termite. They're really strange. And they eat like springtails and stuff. I hope to find one of those. Islet McFarland, hello room, good evening. That blue pit, happy new year. Hey, yeah, good to have you here. I don't do lives super often, but I want to do them a little bit more. I consider these part of my outreach a little bit because, the live. I think I answered your question, Creepy Critters. Did I miss another one? Yeah, I have not found a mole king snake, but I do hope to find one eventually. ATL TTYL, do you watch Ants Canada? You guys, dude, I watch Ants Canada. Yeah, Ants Canada inspired some of my earlier work on this channel. I would love to collab with him, especially with like harvester ants or something something really venomous and like crazy, or like some of the strange. I believe he's in the Philippines now. Do something out in like Southeast Asia. Get some of the cool giant ants out there. That'd be cool. Bill, okay, but your friends call you Bullets. All right, I'll just call you Bullets then. I consider you a friend. SFTF, hey there, just wanted to drop by and say congrats for all the nice content. I've been watching a lot of it recently, and it's really interesting. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's really fun to make. I'm glad that I get to do it. So it's cool to. I really appreciate all of the positivity that people have been given to the channel this year. Frederick, greetings from Raleigh. I was in Raleigh yesterday, actually, so you missed me by a few hours. SFTF, yep. Happy New Year to you as well in Quebec, yep. All right, see you, Bolto. Have a great New Year, and yep. Have a great night. FNAF lover, Green Snake, and Clickbugs. Excuse me, I think I'm getting sick. Green snakes are really cool. They're not my favorites, but they're up there. And click beetles are a very special animal. I'm sorry that the copperheads were not good, but again, copperheads are not aggressive. The thing that I teach a lot of people is if you're in venom country, it's like bear country, right? Like I'm sure there's people who hate bears because the bear has killed family pets or something, but the bottom line is the bears were there first. And it's it's a hard thing to deal with, and it's a real thing in areas where this is a common problem. But at the end of the day is they tell you that there are ways to arrange your environment to make your yard less enticing for bears in bear country, right? So similarly, there's also ways to make your yard less enticing to snakes. Keeping a lot of flat cover away from your house or where your pets live. And I think in general, learning how to use a snake hook. I think more people should learn how to use snake hooks because, yes, tragedies absolutely happen with copperheads and other venomous snakes, but they're not mean animals, and they're not looking for these fights. But we have to learn how to, manage our environments in venom country so that we can avoid these unwanted interactions with these animals. Let's see, go back up. Yeah, so that to basically address your concerns, Trisha. Yeah, so I'm a big advocate for these snakes. Yes, I know that if a snake, one of those snakes bit one of my pets, I'd be devastated. But the end of the day is the snakes lived here first. So I can't hate the animals, and I don't want to kill them, even if they do, even if they cause a tragedy in my personal life. I have to remind myself that these are part of the environment, and as tragic as it is, this is something that it's something that it it can happen, and it's horrible when it does, but it's, you know, um, like again, this if you're in venom country, you have to change to adapt to venom country. Um, Derek Hagman says, on one of Japan's islands, there's a centipede that's fully aquatic. Yes, yes, I've seen that one. And it's only been described a few times. Like it's very rare apparently. That's a huge. When I'm in Asia, that's one of my biggest targets. ATL you and Ants Canada designing a multi-species vivarium. Dude, that would be so awesome. That would be so awesome to do a vivarium build with Ants Canada. Shadu, do I think that invertebrates will evolve to go back to the sea? I don't know. I don't think so, because that's a lot of changes to make in a short amount of time. I frankly just think that unfortunately we're going to lose a lot of diversity in the next centuries or so. Hey, Jackson's here. Forgot you said you'd be streaming. Happy New Year, man. Hope you're doing well. So those of you who don't know, Bugs and Biology here. Jackson, he's from Australia. He's part of this Scolopendra bite club. We've all been bitten by giant centipedes. Dude knows his stuff with spiders, centipedes, all that stuff. And he is like the guy that I'm gonna go work with in Australia one of these days. Like, not this year. I don't have the budget for it this year, but like in the next few years, that is the guy I'm hoping to work with, because he knows his stuff with Australian invertebrates. He is the guy. Go check him out if you haven't already. Like he's in the chat here. Bugs and Biology. Check him out. Dude is real. Dude knows his stuff. Jeff, after living all of my life in Ohio, I plan to move to Hawaii. Moving to Hawaii, that's gonna be awesome. I don't personally know if I want to move to Hawaii, but that's a gorgeous area. I haven't personally been there, but it's like a big bucket list item. It's such a beautiful state. It's Nova asks, what would you say is a good starter pet tarantula? I don't know. A better person to ask that would be Tarantula Collective or Tarantula Cat. I don't keep tarantulas because they live forever, and I don't have the time right now to keep as long-lived of a spider as that. So I'm not the person to ask for that. Ask Tarantula Cat or Tarantula Collective. They'll be able to give you a better answer. So Dale asks, one last comment on the video on kissing bugs. Did not realize we had them here. Yeah, they are here. Fortunately, the Chagas parasite is very rare in the U.S., so you should be all right. Not something to worry about. Hope you have a good night and Happy New Year. The Blue Pit says, I'm sure this isn't the time of year for them, but have you considered doing more videos on other wasp species? Yes, and Johan von Verst actually asked me that a minute ago. There will be much more wasps on the channel this year and in the future. I'm hoping to do some more experiments with them, but yes, more wasp videos to come for sure. ATL TTYL, any merch or any coming soon? Yes, but not yet. I'm looking at launching a Patreon soon, so like a membership site where I can we'll have like bonus content, behind the scenes, probably more like smaller live streams for like the patrons on the page. I'm thinking to launch that in February. Merchandise, I want to do it right when I do it and not like accidentally give like crappy merchandise. So I'm waiting on that a little bit, but I'm thinking later this year as well. But I really appreciate you asking how to support. I really appreciate that. Let's see, Sarah. Speaking of making the yard less enticing to certain animals, we had a skunk move in this summer, and I was able to get him to relocate with orange peels. Interesting. I'm not a mammal guy, so I don't know a whole lot about mammals. Like that's interesting to me because I never heard of that before. Mantis Garden, historically speaking, inverts should get smaller the less oxygen is available in the atmosphere. We will never see it anyway. Yeah, probably. We'll be extinct long before then. Creepy critters, I have caught 6 mole kings. Jeez. Well done. Those are hard snakes to get. And you said you're in Fayetteville, right? So Sandhills? Makes sense. It's a good spot for snakes. The eyed... Have I heard about the eyed elater click beetle? No, I have not. Is that one of those like fire beetles that like glows? Or is it like a weird species of Elaeus? I don't know. Hey, Ross, you made it. Happy 2023, man. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. I'm still on for a little bit longer. I'm not keeping myself to the 2-hour stream tonight. It's earlier. It's earlier than it usually is when I do streaming, and it's been a lot of fun. To answer your question, it's Nova. Do you plan on expanding your content to aquatic life? Yes. So something you may not know about me is I always dreamt of being words. Let me slow myself down. I always dreamt of being an entomologist. I also always dreamt of being a marine biologist. So I have a chance to be shark diving in Ecuador this spring, as well as working with like lots of different cool coastal invertebrates in the tide pools. And for me, the thing that draws me to insects is the same thing that draws me to a lot of aquatic invertebrates. It's such a weird alien landscape down there that pretty much everything has such different evolutionary history to us humans that it just fascinates me. I'm such a nerd for all that stuff. So absolutely, I don't know when. I'm gonna try out a few videos this year and see if they work. But also people have been suggesting I make a second channel, so we'll see. We will see. Bullet says try and get stung. Try getting stung by a Texas red wasp, one of the Polistes. It makes me nervous, but I'll try it. I'm sure it's not worse than the giant centipede, but I know wasp stings suck, so I'm not excited about those. CDs, if you make vivariums, are you going to make them realistic? Yes. I really like naturalistic designs. I like, I don't like those like really basic enclosures for a lot of animals. One of the biggest reasons I don't want to keep reptiles is you can't keep a lot of cool reptiles in vivariums. Like the cool snakes and stuff, they don't like the vivariums because it just messes with them. So insects and spiders, they do like vivariums. So I want to make some really cool, realistic, naturalistic, bioactive vivariums for spiders and things. Let's see. So unfair. Baby Mama Drama, what's up, Spencer? How you doing, man? Love the videos, my guy, he says. I'm glad you're enjoying. I think I saw your comment a bunch of your comments recently. Shadu says, just remember the paleontological record shows us the arthropods keep coming back from low diversity. Yes. I mean, we're going to lose diversity and then we'll gain it back. I do think that eventually we'll be able to kind of fix a lot of the damage we've done to the ecosystem. But for now, you know, we're going to see things are going to get worse before they get better, in my opinion. Amanda Smith, would you do a video about the Colorado? Absolutely. So Amanda Smith just asked me if I'd do a video about the Colorado tarantula migration. I want to do that so bad. So like part of my Secret Worlds series is, you know, kind of documenting some of my favorite creatures and showing us the world from their eyes. So how they interact with the world, things about their life history and stuff. And I think that would be a great part of the Secret World of the Tarantula that I'll be filming at some point. I don't know when. I'm going to see how much footage I can get of them this year, but we'll see. ATL watching your videos on getting over your fear of spiders has honestly been one of the greatest choices I've ever made. I had severe arachnophobia, but I started picking up daddy longlegs. Now I'm going to attempt orb weavers. Well, congratulations, first of all, on the progress you've made. That's huge. Like, you know, doing anything that's like scary, right? It takes a lot to just even start getting that process done. So the fact that you're taking that leap, you're handling spiders and stuff, like, you know, that is almost braver than simply just, you know, pretending not to have the fear. Like, you are actively fighting it, and for that, you know what, I'm proud of you. Good stuff. Let's see. Okay. Mantis Garden just asked me, here's a question. What exactly do you call daddy longlegs? I grew up hearing daddy longlegs for two things. In Illinois, it was cellar spiders and harvestmen. I knew they were different. I knew they were different animals, but we just kind of nicknamed them daddy longlegs. I never heard of crane flies being called them until like this year. I got a lot of controversial comments. They're like, "That's not a daddy longlegs" when I posted the daddy longlegs video. So that's interesting to learn about all the different like regional nicknames. But yeah, so I call them. I mean, technically, when it's me, I call a harvestman, and a cellar spider a cellar spider. But I grew up hearing them as daddy longlegs. So for the sake of video titles, I did daddy longlegs. It's a bit more general terminology. I feel like harvestman was not as interesting. Bullet says many insects haven't evolved that much since. Actually, they have. Believe it or not, they have. The changes were not drastic, but everything has evolved the same amount since prehistoric times. Common misconception there. Everything has evolved the same amount, but the changes may or may not be visible. All right, see you later, Peek at Wildlife. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely going to do more streams. Absolutely. Glad to have you here, and hope you have a great night and a Happy New Year. Oh, there. That's so. Yeah, that's what I call the eastern-eyed. It's Elaeus alculatus or something. I forget the exact scientific name. All right, man. All right, see you later, Jackson. Yeah, more live streams in the future for sure. Probably less when the spring hits because I'll be busy with production, but probably a few more before March for sure. And I'm gonna try and do some in the spring, just not as I won't be able to do as many. Amanda Smith says, watching your videos and other videos like this have changed my mind about spiders. I still don't like them in my vicinity, but I don't remove them, if that makes sense. I mean, even removing them, it's one thing to like kind of relocate them. It's another thing to kill them. You know, I relocate. I mean, I have like a cellar spider right there. Hold on. I have a cellar spider right there, big female. I just leave her be because right now we also have a stink bug infestation. Those brown marmorated stink bugs are super annoying. But they eat them, so I don't mind having cellar spiders in the house. But I mean, excuse me. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, relocating them is fine. Ross from Herbie or Ross just asked me, did you get a chance to see the video of the girl's pet jumping spider actually coming to her voice? I don't think I've seen that. I mean, I've seen some jumping spider videos like pop up on Reddit. It might have been one of those, but I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll have to look it up. All right, Sarah says that's an amazing. Oh yeah, yep, yeah. Sarah, he's doing a great job. And again, but the thing is, like with spiders, you don't need to pick them up. You know, they don't like being picked up. They like being left alone. I just handle them more as a demonstration to show they're not mean, they're not monsters or anything. They usually want to be left alone, more than likely. Hold on, what was the question I was answering from Bullets? Yeah, I do want to expand upon that more in the future. I don't know. There's so many topics to cover, and like I only have so many resources and manpower to like, you know, get videos out. So like I have to be very selective with what I do because I need a certain amount of videos that'll perform because I need the, you know, for the business side of things. But I also need to like there's certain videos that tell a certain story because I want to tell the stories that I want to like. There's certain like narratives that I'm building. But you know, rest assured, I want to do some more evolution-based videos about that stuff because you know most people don't know that. Everything has pretty much evolved the same amount. Just some things change more, some things change less, but the evolution is still there. Sarah, I'm a relocator as well. Yeah, I bet that's fun for her. I bet that's fun relocating them. You get to get the cup and, you know, catch the bug and you look at it and then take it outside and get it to its new home. I bet that is a lot of fun. Yeah, that's true. Mantis Garden says that spiders can't hear. They don't hear the same way we do. They detect vibrations. Yep. So it's not really hearing, like audio processing. It's more vibration. But they can. Some of them can detect air vibrations. It's a weird. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Spider anatomy. It's strange. Ah. Baby Mama Drama says, we have a lot of lantern bugs around my area in Central Virginia. Yeah, they're getting out of hand in there. I think they've recently gotten into North Carolina, but I think it's very northern North Carolina. I haven't seen any. I have seen their cousins. Like, there's a bunch of native cousins they have that are really cool and really rare. One species is Poblecia texana, the Texas lanternfly, which I found by accident a few years ago. I haven't seen it since, but there's only 3 official records of them in North Carolina. So I want to find them again to add to those records, as well as another one it's like Cirpoptus belfragii or something. It's a really weird looking bug. Let's see. Jumping spiders are fine with me, but sometimes the surprise jumps scare me and I drop them. Yeah, so the faster ones can be a little bit stressful when you're first starting out. That Blue Pit asked me, what's the biggest non-tarantula spider you've encountered? Probably a huge Dolomites fishing spider in Texas. It was the size of my hand. It was massive. Bullets for teeth. Watching the jumping spider videos and how they mate, dance, and talk to each other through vibration is really fascinating. Yes, and I want to film more of that behavior this spring. I'm doing a Secret Worlds video on jumping spiders, and I'm hoping to get some of their displays and stuff. Even the North American ones, they do display. They don't display as crazy as the peacock spiders, but they do. It's really neat. Derek says, today's cameo is the big female cellar spider. Yep, I don't have a name for her, but she sits up there in the corner and she chills. So Sarah says, I've always wondered how much of a fall they can tolerate without injury. Depends on the spider. Jumping spiders can take falls. They're, especially some arboreal species, like the regal jumping spiders, they fall from trees sometimes and they're fine. Widow spiders, a lot of them are soft-bodied and like large abdomen button spiders. They can't take very much falls because they're a lot more delicate. Woodlouse spiders too. They're very soft-bodied, so a fall could just they'll explode. Tarantulas, the problem is different. It's not they're very hard-bodied, but because they're so big and have so much weight, that when they fall, that momentum is there, and they have a lot more, like a lot larger organs inside that can you know, hit against their exoskeleton and cause internal damage. And that's why the tarantulas can't take damage, or can't take falls. Mantis Garden, there are not many mantis mating videos. I do want to show a lot of the mantis life history as well. Mating, birth, cannibalism, hopefully, in my Secret World of the Praying Mantis video. That'll be cool. Isaiah Beaumont asks, can you survive a female black widow bite? Yes, you can. I don't want to test it, but you can survive it. CDs asks, how well do you think wolf spiders can take falls? I would say better than tarantulas, but you want to keep their falls to a minimum, I would say. Some of them are harder bodied than others, but I think they're not great. They're not really meant to take falls. Baby Mama Drama, really cool of you to answer all these questions and read almost all the comments. I do try, yep. I don't think I put on the slow mode for the comments, so it's been a bit more challenging this time. I made that mistake. I'm still learning this whole streaming setup because I've tried twice on my laptop, and the audio, for whatever reason, does not work when I'm trying to live stream on YouTube. So I'm on the phone again, and the phone has a lot less. What is this bug flying around? There's a lot more like there's a lot more things you can do on the laptop than the phone. So I might have not enabled the chat to be slowed. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, the horse hairworms are cool. I haven't seen them myself, but they're cool. All right, Ross asked me, help me win the bet. My little lady says ladybugs don't bite. She doesn't believe I've actually been bitten by them. Depends on the species, but the Asian multicolored ladybugs do bite occasionally. Some ladybugs can and will bite. It's not very common, but they'll do it. Yep. So that you win the bet. Whatever wager there was, you better collect. You better collect. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So Shadu is just saying that it's where the word shadow comes from, and Wida means wise man. So you are a wise shadow man. Yep, the Asian it actually is a ladybug. They're an invasive ladybug, but they're called the Asian multicolored ladybug, and they do bite occasionally. Yep. Yeah, everybody go check out the Mantis Garden. I haven't watched a whole lot of your videos personally because again I have only so much time. But yeah, go check him out. Go check him out. Mantis Garden knows his stuff, so. CDs is asked, will the Spider Olympics ever come to fruition? Yes, but I'm still working on. So it's like in what I call alpha planning. So there's different phases of the more complicated videos. I have to start with like the basic idea and then figure out, okay, how do I actually execute on this in a way that I can make in a 10-minute video or so without it being like too complicated or boring. So I'm still in the development phase of how that's going to actually look. It will come out this if I can figure it out, it'll come out this year. Probably in the second half of the year, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, creepy. I only have so much time to watch YouTube. I'm usually busy with either work stuff or like I'm working on a podcast. It's not related to wildlife, but my old college roommate and I are doing a podcast. I have a podcast to work on. I have YouTube videos to shoot. I have YouTube videos to edit. I have client work to do. I have paperwork to fill out. So my time to actually watch YouTube videos gets kind of condensed way down. So I can't. I would avoid posting links in the chat. I don't know. I think I have them blocked, but I'm not sure if I have links blocked or not. Just if people want to check out Creepy Critters, his video on the mantis, go ahead. But yeah, I try. I can't take every video request that I can't watch every video that I'm requested to watch, and I try to keep it as fair as possible. And Bullets is saying, yeah, the short format. I don't like YouTube Shorts. I really don't like them, not at all. And I don't think I'm ever gonna post YouTube Shorts. I play with them a little bit, but like, I don't think YouTube Shorts have a place on this channel. I don't know why I'm playing with this, but I don't think they have a place on this channel. I think I do want to keep things like under 20 minutes where I can. Snake Guy, how you doing? Ruben Cobb says, hello, I just wanted to say Happy New Year and thank you for helping me get over my fear of spiders. Can't wait to see what you have to post on this, excuse me, post this year onwards. Glad to have you here, Ruben. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm a little bit, like, I think I'm getting sick a little bit, so if I butcher my words, it's because, like, I have this tickle in my throat, and it's like, when I'm, like, talking, it makes it tickle more, so I end up coughing, like a mild bronchitis type thing, so... yeah, Shadu says my videos are long format. It's easier to tell a more robust story and get more interesting information in a longer video. I don't particularly like short form. It's just so punchy and like in your face, and like I hate it. I hate it. I'm considering doing like Instagram Reels maybe. I want to build out the Instagram more this year, but like shorts fit on Instagram because it's a bit of a like chiller, less commitment platform, but on YouTube, like long form is king. Amanda says, I took close-ups and the eyes of the orb weaver reflected back light. It probably did. It probably did reflect. A lot of spider eyes can reflect light to some degree. Especially if it's like a nocturnal orb weaver, I wouldn't be surprised. Sparkly Sponge says, I've been sick too for the last week. Yeah, this year, this year I got a couple of bugs that were annoying. I had this flu a while back that was just brutal. It was back in October. It was a nasty flu. Snake Guy says, I handled a big wolf spider once. It was actually pretty nerve-wracking. Yeah, your first time handling those, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But like, after the first time, it's like so much easier to see spiders. You're like, wow, like, these things aren't that scary. Yeah, bullets, they can't make up their mind. They're trying to be like TikTok, but they should be focusing on being more like Netflix. They should be. I think YouTube should go more of a streaming route, longer form, more robust cinematography and storytelling. I think that would be a much better YouTube, personally. At the Rose Bowl festivities, gotta run. All right, see you later, Ross. And it's gonna be an awesome year. Happy New Year for you, and it's gonna be crazy. We're doing some awesome stuff. I'm so hype. Yeah. I mean the Carolina wolf spider is big. They're huge, so they're a little bit excuse me, a little bit nerve-wracking to handle. I love them though. I like, now that I'm used to wolf spiders, like I don't bat an eye with wolf spiders. I've been bitten by them like 2 or 3 times, but yeah, it's not that bad. Jeff asked, do you think the python invasion will move northward? I saw a video on that. Someone was talking about how far north the pythons will spread. I don't know, because they're very habitat specific. Like they're really good in the Everglades because it's swampy and hot and humid. I don't know if they can survive in the other Gulf states because the winters get too cold. So if it's too cold, the Burmese pythons can't survive. So I don't think they can. So the thing is, bullets, I think they will. So my whole thing on the shorts thing, my whole thoughts on the shorts thing, the creators who hop on it and do well will do well, but I think, time and time again, there are lots of creators who don't hop on the trends and still do fine because they have a way they do things and they stay consistent, and it works out. Like, the response to my viewers, or the response from my viewers to the videos this past year has been overwhelmingly positive, and my shortest videos were like 4 minutes. So like, I'm thinking should be totally fine to just avoid shorts, because you can't make the audience connection that you can with long form videos. You can't connect to people like that. It's just too short to get any meaningful relationship. And like, the thing is, like, so I work a lot with like the content strategy space. So like, I do a lot of like YouTube back end stuff to like really figure out how to grow YouTube channels and things like that. And the creators in those communities will say, yes, you should do shorts, but then you dig deeper and they're like, well, yeah, but shorts are more of an advertisement for your channel. They can give you more subscribers, but you're probably not going to get returning viewers. Honestly, there's a reason I don't ask people to subscribe. Subscribers are just a number. It really is just a number. Like, it's exciting to hit numbers, and 50,000 is going to be awesome, but it's not something that is as mission critical as returning viewers. To me, I would rather have somebody come back and watch every single video and never subscribe than subscribe and watch no videos afterwards. So like if a YouTube short goes viral and I get 10,000 subscribers from it, but none of them ever watch another video, that doesn't help me. So that's why I do long form and I avoid shorts. I missed some questions on my little rant there, so we'll see. Let's see. Traveling Matt says, I hope those giant red-headed centipedes don't live in your backyard. Those things are terrifying. I wish they lived in my backyard. They're amazing. I always have to travel to find them, though, because they don't live near me. Amanda Smith, Mucinex and Delsum. Dayquil is my go. Dayquil and Emergency. I know vitamin C is actually not as big of an immune booster as people tell you it is, but like, I'm just trying to like push fluids and push Dayquil, because Bill Bolton, I have a question. Why doesn't Charlotte have a team name for the spiders? I don't know. I'm not in charge of marketing for Major League Sports. They're missing out on an opportunity, and you know they're gonna pay for it. If they did Charlotte's Webs or something, millions of dollars. But you know what? Who am I to say? I'm not. They don't listen to me. Homestead Aquarius says, you are doing good in educating people. You have kept your fingers too. That is success. Yeah, so far I have, well, hold on. All my fingers. I don't know why I'm playing with this. Let me put that down. Yeah, I have all my fingers so far. I got worried with the centipede bite. I was like, I hope I don't lose my finger. That'd be horrible. But yeah, all my fingers so far. So that is success. I don't plan on losing any anytime soon. Bullet says, I have a python. It survived the 2020 freeze in Texas with a no hot rock for a week. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Again, like, my expertise is best with invertebrates, decent with reptiles, but mostly with reptiles that are native to the U.S. You hear that scratching? What are you doing, boy? Mago Boy is back. Give me a sec. Here, boy. Come say hi. Here, boy. Don't growl at me. Don't growl at me. That's rude. Come say hi. Mago Boy is back. Say hello to Mago Boy. We just love him. How you doing? Wanna be on the stream? Yeah? You're a good boy, yes. Okay, I'll leave you alone now, because you seem like you don't want to hang out. He has this stuffed octopus that he goes and he'll just suck on it for hours, so he's going to chill with that. Let's see. They are terrifying, yes, but they're also awesome. The red-headed centipedes. Ha! Sparkly Sponge, Dayquil is the only thing letting me breathe right now. I relate. Budget Pug. Yeah, he's a Boston Terrier. We have a pug too. I don't know where he's at, but I can go find him. Pug's name is Quantum because wow. Our pug's name is Quantum. They were born both sexes. So they're a they-them pug. And since they are non-binary, it's a computer joke. You have binary computers and quantum computers. So since they're non-binary, their name is Quantum. Their whole name is a computer joke. And they're a delightful little pug. One of the most friendly little dogs you'll ever meet. So they don't mind that their whole name is a computer joke. $20 dogs, Bullets. Dang, yeah, we have 9, I think. No, hold on. We have more than 9. We live in the middle of nowhere, so we kind of do whatever. But we have, let's see, we have a Boston Terrier, 2 Rat Terrier mixes, the pug, a Collie mix, a Chow mix, Border Collie mix, some kind of hound. I don't know what Gretchen is. What is Gretchen? Gretchen hates me for some reason. Who else? We have a Chiweenie, a Shih Tzu. 10 dogs. Yes. 10 dogs. Traveling Matt, I had nightmares when you were trying to... Dude, when I was editing that video, I had secondhand anxiety from remembering what happened with the bite. I was like sweating while editing that clip. So you're not alone. You're not alone. And having nightmares about... Well, I wouldn't say I had nightmares, but I had secondhand anxiety for sure with that editing that video. Oh, that one hurt. CD said I got bit by a garden centipede as a kid and cried for hours. I thought I was gonna die. As a kid, I used to get bit by those little red bark centipedes all the time, and I forgot how not so bad they were. I would get tagged all the time. I'm like, ow, like a pinch and a sting, but like there was no real side effects from any of those bites. Mantis garden. I stopped keeping centipedes years ago. They made me. Yeah, they are nerve wracking. No, I'm not gonna croak on you. At least I don't plan to. I don't plan to croak anytime soon. I have lots of things I want to do with the channel, with the business, and different projects I want to different projects I want to be a part of anyway that aren't related to this. So I'm like, I need to be at least 100 years old when I die, because I have a lot of stuff I want to do. So I gotta make it to at least 100. Even then, it might not be enough time. We'll see. You're taking bets on when I'm gonna croak. Jeez, Shady, you're up late. I mean, to be fair, 1:19 is still, the night is still young for me lately. Like I've been up till like 3-ish. Most night, my sleep schedule is so bad. It's embarrassing. Sparkly Sponge, I have 4 dogs. 2 I'm not sure what they are. The other 2 are Boston Terrier, Chihuahua. Those are cute. Bullet says we got all kinds of mutts, from mini dachshunds to a pit. Bullies. I love pits. I used to have a pit bull mix. She passed away back in 2020. But she was my best. She was basically my kid. I would get home from school, from college, and she would spin. And just like, you're just the most excited, the excited little dance she would, oh, I love that dog. She was great. Homestead Aquarius, rule number 1 of cardio. I am a distance runner. When I'm not injured, I'm a distance runner. So cardio is kind of my bread and butter. Yeah, pit bulls, they're just so cute. They're so like that, like big old squishy head. You just want to like squish them all over and snuggle them. And they're usually really smart too. They're smart, a lot of spunky personality. Like if they've been raised right, they weren't like raised for violence. They're great dogs. When I'm on runs, actually, if if an unfamiliar dog comes up to me when I'm on a run, I am less afraid of a pit bull than a German Shepherd. For real. Like I've been charged by German Shepherds, but I have not been charged by a pit bull ever. I've also been charged by chow mixes. Actually, the most recent dog bite I received on a run was from a chow mix. That wasn't very fun, but I lived. He had all his shots, so we're fine. That blue pit, I am more afraid of a Chihuahua than a pit bull. Honestly, yeah. I'm most afraid of a German Shepherd, though. I'd be most afraid of a German Shepherd. Though, again, you can read them. If you're out, you can see their behavior. You can see, is this a dog that's being mean, or is it a dog that's playing? There's this one German Shepherd on one of my running routes that, I know he's just playing. He'll bark. He's that deep bark, so he's like, a little bit intimidating. But like, I learned his name. I think his name is Chase. Funny enough, because he'll chase you sometimes. But he's very friendly. If you let him come up to you, he'll kind of just lick you and wag his tail, and he wants to play. It's what he likes to do. It screws up their programming, he says. Yeah. Golden Boy says, I've been watching vids on 6-eyed sand spiders. Believe it or not, they have a species of those down in Ecuador, along the coast, and I will have a chance to see them. So I will hopefully catch one of the 6-eyed sand spiders this spring. Yeah, German Shepherds are really intelligent, but because of like the way they've been bred to be guard dogs. So if you don't like train them, they can be mean. I know on a couple of routes that I run, there are a couple mean German Shepherds, and I don't run those routes in the winter because if the plants aren't like obscuring their view of the road from their yard, they can see me running and they charge. But when it's summertime and there's plants and stuff in the way, they can't see me, so when I run past there, I'm usually fine because they can't see the road. Mm-hmm. If you get them as a puppy, you know, a puppy is a blank slate, so you can train them however you want, and they'll behave. Amanda asks, don't laugh, but would a spider really live in shoes? I bang my shoes, but those suckers are really strong. Potentially. In fact, in some areas, I'd be more worried about scorpions than spiders in your shoes. But I could see a brown recluse or a black widow maybe moving into a shoe. So it's better safe than sorry. But I would say a scorpion more than a spider. Traveling map, most of it is terrify me, but I also find them fascinating. I like how you show us the good these creatures do. Hey, first of all, thank you. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is you know, some of these animals are terrifying, and for me, it's a little bit of an adrenaline junkie thing. Like there are animals that terrify me, but I find that the terrifying parts of them are why I'm so drawn to them. Like centipedes creep me out, but I think they're awesome. So like I still work with them. And like yeah, they do really good stuff for the environment. So it's important to be able to recognize those things, even if you're not the most comfortable around them. Like for example, like another group of animals I'm pretty afraid of are elapids, large elapid snakes. So like cobras, mambas, they scare the crap out of me. Not because I think they're like mean or evil. I haven't learned how to understand their behavior. So and because they're so much more venomous than like vipers, you know, it's one of those things, I don't feel comfortable working with them directly, but I still appreciate how beautiful an animal they are and how important they are for the ecosystems they come from. And I just saw Mikey come in. I mean, they're I don't know if I'd call a centipede cute. They're pretty. They're pretty. I wouldn't go as far as to call them cute. Mikey, we were talking about you earlier, actually. I was telling them how some of my favorite bugs to film are always the ones that make you jealous. Because we both... So Mikey, Cool Critters YT just joined the chat. Cool Critters just joined the chat. He is probably one of the most knowledgeable bug guys I know. Especially when it comes to dragonflies, true flies, especially robber flies. We mentioned robber flies earlier in the chat. And grasshoppers. Dude knows his stuff. And one of the things I like to do when I'm out on trips is I'll find cool grasshoppers or cool other insects and just send it to him to make him jealous. We have a little rivalry on insects, but he usually beats me because he has better contacts and better knowledge. You know. Oh yeah, boy, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, you can go. No? Wanna come hang out? Mega Boy is back. Here, boy. Come here. It's okay. Mega Boy is back. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You want to say hi? You say hi to the stream. Look, right there. Right there. Look at the camera. No? This is the famous Mega Boy. He's my friend. He's a little Boston Terrier. My buddy. Yes, I know. You're my buddy. You're my buddy. Yes. Good boy? Yes. Give me a kiss. Yeah, Homestead Aquarius. Elapids are awesome beasts, but they spook me. I was down in Texas with Jack and Gage took out his pet cobra named Peanut, and like I'm just like, oh boy, I have no idea how to read this animal because she was twitchy and just the way they move is different than vipers, so they're very nerve-wracking when you're not familiar with it. But yeah, cool critters, ants. Yeah, he says ant crickets. Ant crickets are awesome, and hopefully I'll get to South Florida to work with him soon. But budget didn't work out quite this early in the year. Right, boy? You gonna go whiff to South Florida? You wanna go whiff? You wanna go whiff? To see the centipedes and the scorpions and the schizomida? Yeah, you wanna see all the bugs? Or you want to see the snaky snakes and the gage horse? Want to see gage horse? Yeah? You can't make friends with gage horse. They'll eat you. They'll think you're a chicken nugget. Yeah, they'll eat you. Alright, you want to go out? Okay, I'll see you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Alright. Mantis Garden heading out. Alright, see you, man. Good seeing you. Yeah, I'll this doesn't feel like a major bug. I'll probably be fine like in a couple of days. See you later, Mari. Happy New Year and have a good rest of your day. Let's see. Mago Boy wants to see a Stenocris. I can sense it. Yeah, he would love to see a Stenocris. Let's see, CDs. I'm not sure if this species lives in Ecuador, but you should find Lycosa erythrognatha. They grow as large as Hogna carolinensis. That would be insane. I don't know if Lycosa comes. I feel like Lycosa is an old world group, right? Because like Hogna and Tigrosa used to be grouped in Lycosa, but then the New World wolf spiders got separated. Though Geolycosa is still worldwide. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna find giant wolf spiders, I'm sure, and take your vitamin C. Yes, I will. All right, Mom. I'll take my vitamin C. I plan on it. Sparkly spun. Do you get moisture crickets? I'm assuming those are the camel crickets because they live in like the little damp areas. Like they look kind of like a spider almost. Probably. If you're referring to the same thing I'm thinking you are, probably. Yep, cleaning your siding. Don't clean your siding. The spiders like the mosquitoes. Mago, what you need? He came back in. He wants to hear. I'll show you what he does. My room's a little messy, but this is what he does. He sits there and he just... That's what Mago does. He'll sit there and he'll just tear the octopus apart. Don't mind my room. It's a little bit messy because I've been busy with stuff and I haven't cleaned. Actually, let me just do this. Yeah, there's Mago Boy in the wild. He likes to... He'll suck on his stuffed octopus. He'll just sit there and suck on it. He goes into a trance. He'll do it for hours, too. Yeah, he does that for hours. And, I'll just be sitting there working on a video, and he'll just sit there, and he'll just chew on his toy, and at some point he'll be like, all right, I want to go to sleep. So he'll scratch on the blanket, and I'll ask him to like go in the cave, and he'll just go in the cave, and he'll just snore. He'll just sit there and snore while I do work. It's funny. Hold on. My tripod's about to fall. Don't fall on me. No, I'm not dying. Not anytime soon. Just a little bit of coffee. A little bit of bronchitis. Dale's back. Curious what you think of antlions. I think they're awesome. And in fact, I've learned from my buddy Daniel from Florida, I've learned how to catch them. So when I find their little burrows this summer, I'll be able to film them. Something I've been wanting to do. Turns out, believe it or not, antlions are actually mildly venomous. Not to humans, like you won't be able to feel it, but their little claws actually have a slight venom, which they use to also subdue their prey once it falls in their pit. They'll grab it, envenomate it, and eat it. Fun little fact. Let me see what else I got. What time is it? Okay. I don't know why they like to crawl on your woolen cloak. Might just be a texture thing. The texture is comfortable to them, and it feels like it's something they can hide in. It might be why. I don't know. But they are mildly venomous. Like, I mean, we're talking like it wouldn't even be significant to anything other than like ants. It's a very specific venom, like small insects and things. Gage from Jack's World of Wildlife would say there's lots of insecticidal peptides in the venom, but nothing really designed to cause pain on humans. Send more Dayquil. I'll be taking some Dayquil. I'm probably gonna wait because the Dayquil makes me a little bit woozy. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. I don't have any food here, so I'm gonna go like grab some like Wendy's or no, not Wendy's. Bojangles. I think that sounds good tonight. I'm gonna grab some dinner of some kind, and come back home, take Dayquil or NyQuil, and maybe go to bed at a reasonable time for once. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I have a video to edit tomorrow. I gotta do a boat. Okay, so I think the boat is Bojangles. And that's what I'm gonna get for dinner tonight. But yeah, I'll get some Bojangles and some spicy chicken. No, it's not that spicy, but like, you know, a little bit of a kick to it. Some spicy chicken, and maybe get to bed a little bit earlier than I usually do. You know, take care of myself for the new year. Traveling Matt, I'm out. Okay, Happy New Year, man. Good seeing you. Another vote for Bojangles. Okay, I think that's the plan for dinner tonight. A little MyWildBackyard Bojangles run. There is something in my town. It's called Bojangles. Only question is, can I catch it? Who was here for those videos like years ago? Who was here for who was here for the Can I Catch It series? Anybody here remember that? I should also ask, what's your favorite video you saw this? Cool Critters, we need a Can I Catch It comeback. I know CDs. You used to your name used to be like Eyeless or something. It was like spelled with like 3s and Z's, but I remember you had a different name back then. It's not supper time quite yet. I do have to probably head off soon because I close at 9. If I don't get them, I'll go to Cookout instead. But yeah. So Can I Catch It is this series I used to do like back when I first started the channel. Sparkly Sponge, it's kind of like a better Popeyes. That might be fighting words for some people. It's like a better Popeyes. I just think the chicken's more tender than Popeyes. That's why I like it better. It's not as spicy as some of Popeyes stuff, but I think their biscuits are better, and this chicken is more tender. I might do more. I don't know. So those of you who have been watching, what was your favorite video this year? Before I head out, we'll end with who had the or what favorite videos there were. I just completely butchered that whole sentence. Yeah. So post in your chat, or post in the chat what your favorite video of this year was. Yeah. If Bojangles is closed, I'll go to Cookout instead. So let me know what your favorite video was. Ooh, the spider hunting levels. I need to do more of those, don't I? Different levels of difficulty for different hunting stuff. And then the wolf spider is your best friend. Yep, that was a good one. Baby Mama Drama Black Widow, if that was this year's vid, I don't pay attention. Probably, was it the giant Black Widow? That was from this year. I actually have a Black Widow video going out next weekend, so I think you'll enjoy that one. Tarantula Hawk. Interesting. That's an interesting. That one was a good one, but I don't think that was my favorite. I think that was a fun one though. Homestead Aquarius, your first copperhead video, the one where I was getting with a pool net. That's an old one, or is the one from Louisiana? Because my first copperhead video, I caught one with a pool net because I didn't have a snake hook. I didn't have anything to catch with, so I just had to use whatever I could. Ant cricket for sure. Yeah, I knew you'd like ant cricket, Mikey. The ant cricket was a very special one. Dale Tony loved the assassin bugs ones. Yep. I need to do more of those this year. This year for sure. Bullet for teeth, the rattlesnake vid for me. Learned a lot about how to deal with them if I encounter them. The rattlesnake stuff doesn't do as well as the spiders on this channel, but I love doing it because they're such special snakes. They're such special snakes. The widows. Bill, you're gonna really love both Bills. Actually, we have Bill Bolton and Bullets for Teeth, whose name is Bill. Both Bills. You're gonna love the Red Widow. Jamie 1984. Hello from the UK. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. We're actually going to be signing off in a little bit here. I've stayed about 30 minutes longer than originally planned, but I got to go grab some dinner before everything closes. Sarah says, wow, I have so many to go check out. My favorites from this year were the Secret Worlds videos, in terms of like the narrative that's building. My top 5 would be the Secret World of the Woodland Stream, the Secret World of the Centipede, the Funnel Webs in America, the Copperhead Venom Experiment, and it's hard to choose the next one. Probably also the Ant Cricket. Probably the Ant Cricket. Yes, 2023 is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to share everything that is going to come out. And since I'm doing some more trips, I'm excited to see what other creatures I'll be able to get to show you. What did she get painted? Spiders? Was it spiders she got painted? Yes, spiders and webs. Awesome. You got to get her a Spider-Man costume or a Spider-Girl costume for Halloween. She'll love that. Fire ants. I do need to do some fire ant stuff, don't I? I have more equipment to film them now, so 2020, I mean, I get older too. I mean, come on. Like, we all get older, but we can get older and have a good time while we get older. It's great. All right, so I'm going to be heading off really soon, but I want to just go ahead and thank everyone. Oops. I want to thank everyone for just being here, you know, giving me the time of their day to come hang out, and also want to thank you for everything this past year. 2022 was life-changing. And yes, Carrot Man, I do like carrots. They're one of my favorite vegetables, actually, besides, well, I guess peppers are technically fruit, I think. So peppers don't count as vegetables. So carrots are my favorite vegetable. But yes, so I'm going to be heading out soon. I got to go grab some dinner before everything closes, and I need to eat something, and then probably go to bed early because I'm getting sick. But Happy New Year from MyWildBackyard, and thank you for everything. This last year was life-changing, and I think this year will be even more life-changing. So thank you so much for everything, and I will see you in the next video. But until next time, don't forget to get outside and find your own adventure. I'll see you.